Hello, make sure I'm unmuted. Hello, if you can hear me, just maybe someone let me know in the chat quickly that I have audio. And I see we've got Ken waiting right now. So, Ken, I'm going to answer your call in just like 2 minutes here. Quickly, we're doing the Funded Next giveaways today. So, we're going to be doing them live on the stream, and you can sign up to win. I put the link in the chat there for that. There's also, of course, Ken, do we need headphones? Sorry, guys. You don't need headphones. If you have you can use your phone or you can use your computer, whatever. And then I have settings on my end. So if it's not working properly, I can try to fix the audio on my end, and it usually works. So no, you don't need headphones. Yeah, so FOMC, I didn't trade today, but I just kind of wanted to start by talking a little bit about giving our wins back. I've done this way too many times. I'm sure everyone has as well, and I keep seeing it in the Discord with other traders as well, so that's why I wanted to talk about it. How many times have you had just a great morning, you're up, everything's working, and then by the end of the session, you've given back most, all, or more than all of your profits? When you're up on the day, your brain doesn't stay in the same neutral state it was in when you made those trades. One of two things happens. You either get overconfident, so the market feels easy, you feel untouchable, you start sizing up, or taking setups that you wouldn't normally take because you feel like you just can't lose. Or, and this is the group that I tend to fall into, you get very protective. You're so aware of what you've made that you start trading scared. Both states are the opposite of the calm, focused headspace you were in when you made the money or your ideal trading state. I've noticed three patterns that lead to turning your green day less green and sometimes very red. Number one, you feel a strong urge to take just one more trade, to make just a little bit more. You've already hit your goal, you know you should stop, but the market is still moving, so you just hop right back in. That trade almost never goes the way the earlier ones did. Number two, revenge after a small pullback in profits. You were up $600 and you give back $150. Now that loss just feels disproportionately bad and you get back into recover it mode. Now you're not trading the market, you're trading your P&L. And number three, sizing up after wins. You made three good trades, so you feel confident and you double your position size on the next one. That trade goes against you and wipes out a chunk of what you made. Now you're back into pattern number two, where you can't accept the loss and you're likely to revenge trade. So how do we stop this? How do you protect your good day from you, essentially? And what is really behind this need to get back in and get a little bit more when you've already had a good day? Is it just greed? If you've noticed that you're rushing to pass an eval or a payout, why are you rushing? Sometimes it is simply just that we're trying to solve a money problem with our trading. The rent is due, the credit card's getting out of control, maybe you lost money last week and you need to make it back. If it isn't pure greed or trying to solve a financial problem, is it maybe more ego driven, like you have something to prove to yourself or to someone else? If it's someone else, who is it? And does their opinion of you and your trading really matter all that much? Or maybe life has just gotten a little bit boring and we're chasing excitement and dopamine hits through our trading. I noticed this one in myself a little bit in the wintertime this year. I was really disciplined in my trading. I didn't break any rules. I was on a losing streak, which sucked, but I was never doing any impulse trades or anything crazy in my trading. And I noticed when I dropped my son off in the morning, I would go and do some donuts in the parking lot. Like I needed some kind of like little rush or little thrill. So I don't know, maybe we're bored and that's why we're getting back in. So you can let me know if you have this issue and why you think you do it. Why do you win? Why do you make enough money and then go back in and trade and usually lose the money? Like what is it that you just want a little bit more? And I see FOMC, so the market's a little bit crazy. I should move my chart here. Make sure we're in the screen. Okay, guys, and we do have, okay, so I put the giveaway in there. So hi, everyone. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, and I'm going to get to Ken's call here in just 1 second. Okay, so for our giveaway, okay, awesome. We've got some names on our wheel already, so that's how it's going to work. I'll click spin the wheel, it spins, and then we get a winner. I'm not going to do it right now because I should probably wait on it, but we do have 3 to give away today. So, okay, we've got that, and let's get Ken on, and hopefully I don't have any tech issues. The wheel is stressing me out a little bit because that's introducing like a new tech element to this. So yeah, hopefully it works. Tyler made it for me. Okay, let's get Ken on here. Anyway, okay, awesome. We've got some names on our wheel. Ken, I can hear you. You just need to turn YouTube off. The wheel, it spins, and then we get a winner. I'm not going to do it right now because Ken, you're on. I'll wait on it, but we do have 3 to give away today. So. Yeah, you just have to turn YouTube off. Okay, got that.
Oh, okay.
And let's get.
All right. How's that?
Perfect. Let me just adjust your volume a little bit.
You want to adjust my volume?
Yeah, I can do that on my end. And
all right.
Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of an echo. Are you on a phone or a computer?
Laptop.
Laptop? So I'm going to try doing this. Okay, let's.
So I'm not using headphones.
That's okay. Just going to turn you up. Let's. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I think I sound a bit weird, no?
No, you sound normal.
Okay. Just like
you sound like you always sound.
Just my normal weird voice. No. Okay, what's going on? Do you want to start just by telling us maybe a little bit about your trading, like how long you've been trading and kind of where you're at now and what your biggest struggle has been?
Yeah, so I've been trading about 3 years. You know, it's so funny too because I used to be a broker a long time ago.
Okay.
But I didn't know anything about futures. I knew nothing. Never looked at it. Didn't know what it actually was. But anyway, so when I got into futures, I never had any idea that it was a mental game. Had zero idea that it really was your psychology that controlled everything.
Right.
And obviously, once you get into it, you know, and I have I'm a very mellow person, but trading makes me very angry.
Yeah, I know you a little bit, like through your trading. And when you just said you're a mellow person, I was like, that's not been.
I once showed a video I took of me on tilt.
Right, I saw it. I watched it.
You saw that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, where I broke my guitar.
Yeah.
And my friends are like, they can't. Wait, you're not that type of person. You're so calm all the time.
So what do you think? Yeah. What do you think it is in your trading? Like, where do you snap?
Oh, it's I've had this PA that tomorrow will be day 45.
Nice, good job.
And I've had 2 payouts. But here's the crazy thing. This is only a 25K apex, which has 1,000 drawdown.
Yep.
And you have to make 1,500, 1,600 really. I've hit the daily loss limit 7 times.
So okay,
that's $500 each time. And I think to myself, just imagine if I cut those trades in half even.
Right.
I would have gotten 4 or 5 payouts already.
So, have you considered setting a $250 daily loss limit on yourself?
You mean, mental?
No. Like I mean, like actually setting it so that it cuts you off at 250 and
right. Yeah, I did that a while back through through Rhythmic or Trader. Okay. Where, but the thing with that is it's not a real lockout because you can go right in and change it. It's not like those software companies that you can actually lock yourself out and you're not getting back in until the next day no matter what you do.
Right. They
That's
have,
probably what I need.
yes, they have changed it a little bit though. Like Tradeovate, I think if you're using like the desktop app, they do have a setting where you can click it that is like, don't let me change this the same day.
And plus my problem also is I am a real scalper. I mean, I don't hold
Okay.
trades. I'm in and out usually in seconds. I do a lot of little trades where I make $10, $15, $30, those kind.
Yeah.
But today I made $325
Okay.
trading one MNQ. Probably, I don't even know how many trades I took, a lot.
Okay.
And, it's very risky when you're trading that much, in the market that much.
Right.
But, NQ always tends to retrace. And that's the problem also. I kept telling myself, I'm not going to trade NQ anymore because it's
Yeah.
too insane. And I was going to go to YM, and just trade that. Because I always trade small, like $1 a point on the Dow, or $1.50 a point. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna use I have an indicator that actually gives really good signals. I just don't use it.
Yeah.
Because again, you have to be willing to withstand the drawdown.
Right.
And that's the part I can only withstand it when I'm losing. you know?
Yes.
I can only let a trade go against me for a long time if I'm losing. If I'm winning, I got to get out.
So with the scalping, is the problem that you're not cutting your losers?
Yeah, yeah. Like all
Okay.
of a sudden, I'll be down like 30 points on NQ
Okay.
on one micro, so it's $60, and you're like, all right, it'll come back, and then it comes back a little bit, and then it goes further down, and you know the story. It just
Yeah.
dumps all of a sudden, and then you're down like $200, and you're like, well, I'm not getting out now.
Have you tried, do you use stops? Like, do you have a hard stop on the chart, or are you just like mark it in, flatten out?
I do, and then I'll remove it a lot of times. I'll
Okay.
have a stop loss. Yeah, when I click, buy or sell, I have the brackets up automatically.
Okay.
They're pretty wide, probably like 50 points, and then I move them. But I tend to, I don't know. I even after all this time, I have a hard time taking a big loss. I can take lots of little losses for 5 points,
Okay.
10 points, and get out if I feel like, all right, I'm wrong. I also trade a lot of what I call, they're not really reversals, but NQ, whenever it makes a big move up, it's pulling back 5 or 10 points almost immediately.
Yeah.
And I do those kind of trades a lot. So I guess it's counter trend, but it's only for seconds, to make a quick 5 points, 10 points. And, if you look at my winning versus losing, I mean, I think in the 44 days, I've had 9 red days,
Okay. And those are all
but
like
8 of
giving you,
those have been $500
right.
losses.
Okay.
I had one normal day where I lost like $86.
How
You
many
know,
times do you think you would have hit, like if your max daily loss limit had been set at $250, how many days do you think you would have hit
I
that?
think it would have been probably the same amount,
Okay.
but I would have obviously only lost half the money,
Right.
and I would have had 4 payouts instead of two.
Okay. I
And,
would say then really put that $250 loss limit on and try to look at it. Like I always tell people to try to just look at it as an experiment
yeah,
and just like,
I have bad tilt too. I have
I know.
really bad tilt. And the other day, in fact, when I lost 500 in the morning, at night when the market opened up at 6 o'clock, I'm like, I was so on fire still. I mean, I know I shouldn't have traded, but I did. And I'm like, I'm going, I can't remember whether it was short or long. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm going in with 2 micros tonight, I just need 25 points, make 100 back. That's all I need. And of course, it went against me immediately, and I just let it go and lost another 500. I actually, that day, I was up 200, and I was only 150 away from making a payout. So I was up 200 on the day, and I kept thinking to myself, I should stop.
Yeah.
I'm up 200 on one micro I'm trading. I made $200. I didn't stop, of
Why
course.
didn't you stop? What do you think it was? Like, did you
I
think,
think
oh,
I'm addicted to trading.
right. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
addicted to the fun of it.
Hmm.
There's it's a it's definitely it's a gambling thing, and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fun to make money. So
Yeah.
so easily by
Yeah, but
clicking a button.
you know how quickly it goes the other way and how not fun
Yeah,
it is when you're
yeah,
stuck on tilt. So,
yeah.
um,
Yeah,
I
that's the crazy thing. My account was up too, and because the consistency rule, I didn't even realize this until this PA, because I had a day where I made $380, which means you have to double that from the last payout to get to the
right.
profit target. So I had to make $2,088, and when I made that 200 the other day, I was at 19 something. So I was 150 away, like I said, and I couldn't stop. I had to keep going. It's insane because, you have this number you have to reach. That's also part of the problem with prop trading
But you
is you
don't
have these,
have to reach the number that day, right? Like maybe if
yeah,
you,
no, of
right?
course
Like
not.
you could, and even like with the
I
blown
told my
consist,
friends, I'm like, I'm going to take a week if it takes me to get to a payout. I don't care if I make $50 a day because I already had the 5 days of $100, which I needed.
yeah.
So I could make, $25 a day, 50 a day. I was telling my friend, I'm like, I'm just going to go slow.
And then,
Yeah, right.
yeah. Okay, so it sounds like your biggest issue is moving the stops and not taking your losses.
Yeah, yeah, that's my biggest problem. It's either all or nothing, it seems.
Have you ever had any success with taking the losses and not moving the stops? Like, have you had a period in your trading where that
Yeah,
wasn't
I
an
think I
issue?
did when I was I used to trade ES
Okay.
micros. So,
Yep.
and I was trying just to make I was doing what they call, what do they call that type of trading? With you're just looking for like 2 points,
Okay.
really, just to learn how to trade, these key entry points. That's what they call it, where the 21 EMA meets up with the price, and there's just
Yep.
these key entry points where it tends to bounce off. Anyway, so yeah, I would do it with that, like practicing kind of, because I was, trading so small, 2 point, it's $10, and I was risking like 25 or $30. So
Okay.
it was easy to do that
Have
with
you
MES.
have you quit trading before?
Quit completely?
Yeah, like have you ever been like, that's it, I'm done? Like, have you been like, this is
Well,
just a
I've said
gambling?
that many, many times,
Yeah.
but I never do, though.
Okay. What's the most time you've taken off from it? Like when you've quit?
Uh, not even a week, I bet.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say I haven't taken any real time off.
Okay.
It's just it becomes an obsession. You know,
Yeah.
with
I think it just like as boring as it is, it needs to just be that daily loss limit at 250. And
I don't know.
don't
I would be.
and then you need to leave it alone. So I think you need like a good a routine and a plan for what you do when that hits. Like, so don't just set up the $250. Like, what do you do when the $500 loss limit hits and you're done for the day? Or do you go and trade a different account?
No, go out and scream. No, no, I don't do any. I stopped buying evals
Okay, good.
last month. I only spent 150 on evals. That was it. In June this month, I only bought one eval. I spent $39. That's like getting a raise when you don't spend money on
Yes.
evals.
Yeah.
Because I would
No.
spend a lot of money. I think
Hmm.
in May I spent like $500 between PAs and evals,
Yeah.
and I didn't
No.
make any money.
When
You
you're
know.
used to spending a lot of money on prop firms and getting those charges, then it definitely does make a huge difference when you stop.
And the
Um,
only reason I bought this eval in July was because I hit the $500 DLL and I got mad and I'm like, I'm going to go in, I'm going to pass one. Of course, I blew it.
okay, so late, yeah, that's how it goes. Lately, when you've been hitting that $500 loss limit, do you like turn the charts off right away? Do you sit there and keep watching? Like, what do you
Yeah,
do?
no, I shut it. No, I
Okay,
don't keep watching. I'm too. In fact, I have to get away from my laptop or else I
yeah,
might hurt it.
yeah, okay.
I mean, I can't tell you the number of mouses I've broken
Oh no, how many do you
over the
think?
last year. I would say probably 30.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, I buy these cheap ones. Now I've been buying more expensive ones so I don't break them.
So okay, good. That's good. Eh? That's progress. It's you're not breaking them anymore, so that's good.
And I
I
pick up my guitar and play, that's
okay.
also something.
So what if you applied what you're doing when the $500 loss limit hits to when your $250 loss limit hits? Like just
Yeah. I mean,
what are you trading on? Tradeovate, Ninja Trader?
Ninja.
Okay. Doesn't Ninja Trader have it now? I think they do
What,
have
a daily loss limit?
they must have risk settings that you can set on your
I'm
own.
gonna. I'll look into it. I don't even
I,
know. Tell you the truth, I'll look into it though,
okay. I think it's just like
because I need to protect myself from myself.
yeah, and it's like it's not good for your health to get so pissed off where you're on
No,
till you're
it's
losing
not.
money and then you're breaking a mouse or smashing a guitar or whatever it is. Like how
Yeah.
long do you think after that like how long does it take you to like fully calm down and let go of that when it happens?
Not that long. I mean, what I
Okay.
usually do is when I'm like in a trade and it's gone against me, and I know it's gonna probably hit my daily. Or in the old days when it used to just blow the account, I would
Yeah.
just go for a ride in my car. I'm
Okay.
like, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know, and it's just that's obviously very unprofessional. That's not
Do you
how a professional trader would ever trade.
Hoover Flag Trader is telling me that Ninja does have a limit shield. So you can set that in Ninja Trader
All
that you
right,
have
I'm going to have
a
to look.
$250. Why do you think you haven't done it yet? If you know that, like you could have cut these losses in half. Like, what do you think has been stopping you from setting that?
I didn't know Ninja Trader had it,
Okay.
so
Okay. Now you do. Now
I'm
you
gonna,
can
I'm
set
going to
it.
set that up today.
Nice.
And I mean, today was a good day.
Good. Do
But
you, do you,
I was up to 1900. Then I lost $1,000 in the morning and then at night. So I'm back to square one again. The only good thing is I didn't blow the account, and it's back up to where it was when I got the account at 1,000. So
okay.
insane, it's insane.
That's trading. At what point do you
Yeah.
think when do you think you should quit? Like, how much time do you think you should give yourself?
I don't know if I can ever quit.
Okay, so then you have to change, right? Like, it's because it's just you can't
Yeah.
go on.
Well, I don't know if I should mention this, but I've been watching this guy on YouTube.
Hmm.
He talks about retail traders are the most insane traders.
Oh,
They
for
don't
sure.
understand anything about the market. They don't
Well,
know. They use all these chasing candles, chasing these crazy setups. He just talks about taking one or two huge trades a week based on levels. That's it. He doesn't look at candles. He only looks at levels, like what the institutions do, and
that's
that's it.
fine. That's fine. That
And
works
I'm
for some
thinking to
people.
myself, that would be a great way to trade if you can do it.
Could you do that? I don't think you could. At this point, how many trades do you take in a day?
Oh yeah, I mean, you have to sit there and wait for this one setup to either happen Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Well, I think you would just set
And
alerts in that case, right? But it's like it doesn't really work
yeah,
so well
yeah.
with
I mean,
prop
once you
firms.
understand it and you can look at it and look at those days and see the level, mark out the levels. He uses, I think, like closing high, closing low,
Yeah.
closing price, and all this. I don't know his stuff, but I mean, I like the sound of it, but that doesn't mean anything if you can't do.
I
So,
mean,
but
you
I understand what he's saying, that it's like a rat race with this retail trading. It's like this
sure.
constant, like, trying to figure it out, and
But that's part of the fun of it, right? Like we wouldn't still be
yeah,
doing this if we didn't enjoy the like trying to
yeah,
figure it
chasing
out
every
aspect.
candle, every
Well, no,
pull.
we no, we don't want to be chasing every candle, but I think it's part of the enjoyment of it is like figuring out your system and looking at your strategy and making these tweaks
Yeah.
and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't. But then
The
it's
crazy thing is, I think it really comes. I mean, I think anybody could make money if you control the risk.
control the risk and control yourself. So for you, it's
Yeah,
control the risk first, make some sort of like routine or plan for yourself around when that $250 limit hits. So set it and then know exactly what you're going to do when it hits. I'm going to leave, like I'm going to close the computer, like actually make it like a written protocol for yourself. Close the computer, leave the room, go and do this, like write out the exact things that you're going to go and do. And
yeah, I
then
know. It's just so bizarre, this trading. It's just
it is, but you've said you're not going to quit, right?
no. I'm not going to quit because
So,
you always think you're like so close to getting it, and then you do these stupid things over and over and over and over again.
what about doing like the 2 day sit out, like when you break your rules, or
Oh yeah, like yeah, I heard you when you interviewed that
yeah,
guy. He
Terry.
talked about
I
right when you
I did
break. Yeah,
that. It's good, I think, for forcing yourself to slow down. Oh, I lost my monitor there. Um,
well, I'm definitely going to set up
the loss limit.
yeah in
Okay,
Ninja. Definitely going to do
and
that
make that plan for yourself for what you're going to do when it hits.
because you think
So that
trading
it's
one
not.
micro. I mean that's 100-point loss, so um, you shouldn't even be losing 100 points really. But that's what I'm
No,
going to
not if
say.
you're scalping, right? Like if you're scalping
Yeah,
only going for like 10 points on your wins, then you shouldn't be losing more than 10 points.
yep, exactly. But the way the Nasdaq moves. Like today, I probably was down. I mean, today was insane. I think there were times when I was down 40 points, and of course, it came back and ended up, you know,
Yeah,
going into
but
profit a little bit.
I would say like you can't blame the Nasdaq. If the Nasdaq is a problem, switch to ES or something else. But also, if you're scalping, then why is your trade going 40? Why are you still in a trade at 30 points?
Exactly. I
So,
know it's crazy
well,
because
make
you get so used to the Nasdaq retracing so much. Because 40 points on the Nasdaq is nothing, right? I mean, it
I
moves like
know, but if your winners are only 10 points, then you can't be
yeah,
taking 40
exactly.
point losses. So you
Yeah,
need to just have your stop on and
yeah,
then honor it. And then if your daily loss limit gets hit, honor that too. And then go
yeah.
and follow through on whatever your routine is. Otherwise, you're going to stay stuck in this cycle and you're just going to stress yourself out and
Yeah,
probably
yeah. I
make
think
yourself
the
sick.
daily loss limit is probably the most important thing for me
Okay,
at this point.
try it and then let me know in a few weeks what happens with it. So you have some kind of accountability. You can come back and say, I used the $250 loss limit and this is what happened.
Yeah, if I ever showed you how many trades I took, I'm looking at them right now. There's so many, and the biggest losses were like $6 and
That's,
$2.
yeah, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to tell you to take less trades. Right? Like,
Yeah,
if
I
you
want
want it,
to take less trades because this is a lot of work.
okay,
A lot of mental work trading that scalping 30 times or whatever I did. I
maybe,
don't even
maybe you could get your session time down.
Yeah. I mean, I stopped. My last trade today was at 12:20 Eastern time.
Okay, that's all
That's
right.
3 hours ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
start with the
Yeah.
daily loss limit, see how that goes,
Yep.
and then try to write down a routine around it for when it hits. Know what you're going to do when it hits.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm going to
Vin says
definitely.
take less trades. Yeah, Vin, I agree on take less trades. But what I've come to realize is that you can't give people too many things at once. So we're going to start with the daily loss limit, and then he can look at taking less trades.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Because real quick before we end this,
Yep.
when I look back at all, I write down every day my trading, what I made or lost or whatever. And it's just crazy because it's always letting losers run
Yeah.
that destroy me. It's not paper cuts. It's one big, when I lost all this the other day, that wiped out 2 weeks' work in 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. You got to
And
cut
it's
them.
just,
You
it's
can't.
insane.
You can't have, like, if you're scalping, you're scalping. You really need to cut your losses.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
It's crazy. That's all I
it's
can say.
okay. Well, do the loss limit and then let me know. Come back in like a month and let me know what's happening, how it went with the $250 daily loss limit, and then what you're going to work on next.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that in right now when we get done.
Okay, good.
All
All
right.
right, Ken, I'm going to
Well,
let you go. Good luck. Good
all
job
right.
keeping the account and good job on the payouts.
Thank you.
Just now let's get those $500 loss days down to $250
Yep,
and then
definitely.
see what happens from there. And try not to be so stressed out in your trading. Like if you say you're not normally like a wound up, angry kind of person, then
No,
oh,
everybody's
there's
always amazed when I show them that video. They're like, "You're so calm all the time and quiet."
yeah. So okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna let you go
All
and good
right. Well,
luck.
thank you.
Okay. All right, we'll
All
talk to you
right.
later.
Take care.
You
Bye.
too. Bye. Oh, okay. Um Yeah, Van, I do agree with Degen taking steps to improve. Yeah, it is like, and when I started working on my discipline, and then like, I was like, here's all my problems. And then I tried to just be like, here's the master plan to fix all the problems tomorrow. And it just, for me, it was like if I failed on the one thing, then I didn't even bother on all the rest of the stuff. So that's why I think it's just like have the one very important thing that you're working on, get that down to where it's not even an issue for you anymore, and then move on to the next thing. It would be nice if we could fix it all at once, but unfortunately we can't. Drew, daily loss limit is key. It is key. We all need them. I don't have one set because I'm waiting on something that I'm making or Tyler and I are making. So I didn't have one set on my funded account. And the other day I traded like an idiot. Just my entries were it was stupid. And I thought like, why don't I have a daily loss limit on this? So I'll definitely be more careful and then hopefully I'll have one on very soon. Okay, and there is the funded next giveaways here today. So where is that? Which one is it? Okay, there's the wheel here. So we've got some names in our wheel. That's exciting. I'm like, I know I have to wait to do a winner, so I'm going to wait a little bit, but I'm excited to do it. If you haven't done it, there's a link in the chat here. Um, you just name and email, enter, it will get you on the wheel, and then we'll do 3 of those today. Oh, that's my TradingView chart. I just have TradingView because my fire lines are on here. I manually put them onto um, Tradeovate in the morning just because I prefer Tradeovate. I didn't trade today because I don't trade FOMC. One of my worst losing days ever. Maybe my worst single loss day was an FOMC day. It was when I was in the signals group, and the guy like really sort of like ramped up the excitement for FOMC. And he's like, okay, guys, we're going to do like a live call. So he's like, I'm going to get on with you guys live for FOMC. And I remember he came on, and I was still in a personal account at this time. And he came on and he says, like, he's like, okay, we're going to wait. We're going to wait. I'm not taking any trades. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. And then like 5 seconds later, he's like, okay, I'm long. And like I guess protocol of the group was just like, he goes long, you follow him in. I followed him in and lost like, I think it was $8,000 that day. And then that was my last day in the signals group. I was like, I can't do this anymore. This is crazy. And I had worked for months like getting back the last big loss. And then yeah, FOMC just completely. But I didn't trade today. And then I made the mistake of looking at the NASDAQ just to be like, oh, would anything have set up? And this would have been like my ideal setup where it rejected off of this blue line, this IP level. It's one of the fire lines. That's just set for 1.5 to 1, but obviously, yeah, it got way more than 2 to 1. So I felt a little bit of FOMO seeing that, and then was just like, I'm not going to have the charts open at all today, because if I'm not trading, what's the point? I'm just gonna feel like I missed stuff. Ouch. Yeah, the $8,000 was not good. Rachel, okay, I'm in. Oh, you're in on the wheel. Okay. I thought you were like, I'm in a trade. No. Is anyone still trading right now? Is anyone trading this? I felt like I'm glad the day's almost over and I'm on a live stream now, because I would still be looking at this and like tempted to trade it, but yeah, when you trade news events, you're gambling for sure. I had one time in my personal account on my own on a CPI where I was like, yeah, I don't know. I just like went for it and made, I think, like $2,500 in 1 minute, and thought like, oh wow, I'm an amazing trader. And then probably lost it later that day. Mia, you traded sim only today. Nice. Yeah, I could have done that, but I've got in this habit of like holidays and FOMC days just being like very hands off. FOMC, I might only trade like the first half hour of the session, but I think yesterday I was dealing with the hesitation issues and just trading scared and like an idiot. Like I took 3 winning trades and made $100 just because the first trade was the dumbest thing ever. I got in and then I took a 2-point loss for no reason. I just panicked and was like, oh no, if I lose, it's going to be $300. And I just bailed on it. And then of course, like it was a really good winner. And then the next one I held for a little bit more, but then it was like, it got to a point where I'm like, okay, I'm scared. I'm hesitating. Like I'm clearly not in the right headspace to be trading. So I need to sort that shit out and then come back on Thursday and see what's there and see if I can just, take my trades and execute them properly. Yeah, you cannot hesitate on FOMC days. Well, I didn't trade today. It was yesterday I was hesitating and just, not really. I hesitated on my first trade, didn't take it. It won without me. So that's my first sign that things are not going to be good. Okay, I have nobody waiting to call in. So if anyone wants to call in, unfortunately with the FundedNext giveaways, they have to be totally random. So that's why we have the wheel set up there. But I would like to do it in the future where the giveaways are like just for the show, sometimes just for the people who call in. So if you call in, then you're entered. And speaking of people who call in, I was talking to somebody earlier in the week about calling in, and I don't see him here. Eric, I always get around 75% of the way to passing, then I'll blow the account. Even if I have a daily loss limit set, I'll take multiple losses over several days and then the account. Eric, if you want to call in and talk about it, you can. There's no one waiting right now. So, Yeah, I don't know. I would say if it's you're always getting to the same point and then blowing the account, that's probably your psychology or your discipline or something slipping. But maybe it is the strategy. I don't know. Um, okay. Oh, Dr. Mike. Actually, Chris, I can relate to the anger side. I'm very calm all the time, but when I fail again due to the same issues as normal, I get mad at myself. Yeah, I think we all get mad. Like, yeah, we all get mad at ourselves in our trading for sure. It's frustrating when you say you're going to do one thing and then you don't do it, and you don't just not do it, you do the opposite of what you said you were going to do. Um, yeah, it's very frustrating. Anger was a big issue for me in my trading. When he said like he smashed his mouse many times and he's gone through what did he say 30, I thought like yeah, many times I've like picked it up and wanted to, I've thought about like throwing it across the room, but then I'm like oh, I can't do that because then my husband will be like, you know, you're now too unhinged and you can't trade anymore. Or else then the other thing I would think like how am I going to trade tomorrow if I break my mouse? Yes, I could go to a store and buy a new one, but that seems like too much of a hassle. So I haven't broke one yet, but I have wanted to break them many times. So for me and my trading now is like if I notice I'm pissed off, even like if it's at the market or if it's whatever going on in my life when I'm sitting down to trade, I can't trade until that's resolved. If I'm pissed off at the trading and the market, then it's like that's it, I'm done for the day. If I go into the session kind of like pissed off at, one of my kids, then I can meditate for 5 minutes and move past that and still be able to trade. But yeah, I think anger's like usually a pretty good clue that you should shut it down. It's not a good day to trade. Dr. Mike, same thing I'm facing too. Letting the winners turn into losers. On many days, I turned $1,000 profit into $1,000 loss. Yeah, that's yeah. I talked about that at the beginning, and it's like, why do we think like, why do you do that? If you're up $1,000, what is it? Like, that's a lot. I don't care where you live. Like $1,000 in a day is really good, especially you're usually at home. It's usually in a short span of time, and you're just clicking buttons. So, what is it when you're up $1,000 that makes you think that's not enough, or I want more? So, yeah, Dr. Mike, I'd be curious. You can call in and we could talk about it because I'm thinking it's more so like the addictive side of it. I think it's just wanting the dopamine and the excitement and to be in another trade. I don't think it's actually about the money. I don't think it's actually about getting a little bit more. I don't know. You can call in and let me know what goes on for you when you're getting back in for more. I don't know how many of you are like when you're up on the day and then you keep going in and you end up losing the money. Are you looking for your trading to solve a problem right now? Like, is it actually a money thing? Like, so for how many of you is it actually really just the money? And like, I need this money. I need to make this money to pay off this or whatever. I'd be curious because I think most of the time it's not actually just the money. Um, Hey guys, you know what? Maybe what we'll do if someone calls in, then after the next caller, we'll do a draw. Okay, so if someone calls in, I'll talk to someone and then we'll do a draw. But I can't do a draw until somebody else calls in. So if you guys want me to do a draw, then. And this is pretty good, you guys. There's not a crazy amount of names on this wheel. So I think your chances are pretty good. And two of these, that's me and my son, we were just testing it. So, okay, so after somebody else calls in, then we're going to do the draw. And we'll give away one of these FundedNext accounts. Okay, now I lost my screen here. Okay, there we go. Okay, guys, so we'll just wait for some. Oh, no. Oh, okay, this is you blew your challenge on the previous FOMC. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. It's not worth it. Sometimes you can catch a really good trade, but I don't know. It seems too risky. Oh, we've got Trader Drew. He wants me to do the giveaway. I don't know if this one's going to count, guys. No, just kidding. I'll do it after this. Okay, Drew, you're on. Oh, Drew, you got to turn YouTube off or mute it.
It's off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just going to turn your volume up a bit. Um, okay, let's see how that is. Okay,
How's
what's going
that?
on?
I was
I
gonna
think it's
wait. Yeah, I was gonna wait till next week to call in to give an update.
that's okay.
But since you're threatening us not to do the
Yeah,
giveaway,
yeah. Okay, it's not a threat.
so I had another horrible day today.
Okay.
Terrible, worst one in a while. And again, I was just listening to you chat on with the last caller there about daily max limits losses, and definitely something I need to focus on.
Okay. I know you're in a personal account though, right? Like you're in a personal
Yep,
account, you're okay,
yep,
and you're usually trading pre-market,
yep. Stocks. Yep.
so you can't have a stop on.
No.
Sorry, I'm just going to try to fix your audio.
All right.
Okay, I think that's better.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Um,
so today I got into one and I averaged down, and I'm not supposed to do that. And then, like 10 minutes later, the stock that was the leading gainer took off, and I missed it because I was already committed to this other loser.
right.
And I don't know, I just didn't bail. I finally bailed out, and I didn't wait all day. The one thing I need to do is not like hold it overnight or hold
Right.
it for more than 2 hours. Sometimes if you hold it, it'll come, it'll bounce and grow. But this one definitely did. And it looked good when I got in, but got in too high and didn't sell.
Okay, someone
So
in the chat just said they think that you can contact your broker to get like your loss limit set. I'm sure you can because I know on my last personal account they have like a.
yeah, I thought about that. I was researching that today. I'll look into that some more.
Okay, good. Would you be willing to say you're not going to trade again until you have figured that out?
Yep,
Okay, good, good.
I will definitely be on pause for a few days until I get that straightened out. Probably till the end of the month.
Okay, I think that's reasonable. I think that's a really good idea to take a little bit of time after.
Yeah,
So today would have been like classified as a horrible,
the
horrible day.
worst. Yeah, the
Oh,
worst day I've had in over a month. It was worse than a few weeks ago. So
so, so it was just sorry. It was just one trade you added on to it.
yeah, I was in. I was doing good. I reduced my. I changed my risk profile so I would take fewer trades, and I'm in a cash account where I can only trade what daily what I have. I'm not in a margin account, so I only take 5 trades a day. So I'll trade 20% of my account. Try to keep each trade down to less than 5% loss. Get out quick. I have the little timers that I bought. I didn't use it today. I did use it, but it was too late by the time I remembered to click the button.
I
And
was going to ask about the timer because
I
did
have them,
okay. Have
but
you
you
been
get
using it? Sorry for people who
oh,
don't know. He's like he should be in and out of his trades in about a minute, so he got a timer to let him know. Just like after a minute, get out of the trade.
yeah. I didn't use it today.
Okay.
I had been using it for a week or two, and it's been helping and definitely reducing my losses and helping me, get out quicker. But
Okay. I know you trade with your girlfriend, right? Like you guys both trade. She's in the same room trading.
yeah,
Did she find the timer distracting? Or like today when you were still trading, is she like, hey, what about your timer?
no, she wasn't trading today. She was
Okay.
she had to go to work early, so we didn't get to. No, she didn't. She doesn't care about that.
Okay.
It's fairly quiet and it's not like wicked loud. So
I was just thinking like she might hear your timer and then be like,
hey, get out.
add some extra nagging onto it and be like, you're not supposed to be in that trade anymore.
Yeah, she'd have
But
to throw a rock at my head for me to even listen. But yeah, I knew I was in it too long, and you know how to, it's really, I'm trying to find the emotional trigger that says,
Right.
oh, average down. And I focus, I'm not trying to lose, obviously, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what was I thinking? What was wrong at that moment? Other than the trade going against me and me saying, "Oh, I need to get more," and it's never like it doesn't drop like 20%, and then I average in. It's like it drops 4%. And like I said, it's always right above a EMA line and a pause. I'm like, okay, it's going to come back up, and that's when I'll try to hop in with the adding on, right? But it's
Yeah.
averaging down really because if you add on when it's going up, what do you call that? It's not averaging down; you're averaging up.
Yeah.
But it's a conceptually, it's hard to just don't do it when it's going down. I have to look at I'm trying not to look at my P&L either, but that's the daily P&L at least. But if I have a daily loss limit, I have to look at that, and I'll have to start maybe trying making that work better.
Do you have any ideas as to why you did it today? Like what?
Um, I'm wondering why I got into this specific trade. This thing moved hard and fast, and my first entry was good, and it did get a little bit, and I let the green trade turn red. So
Okay.
I got in, and it bounced up. I was up 3 or 4%, and I'm thinking, well, I'd like to get I'm trying to do 10% up and 5% down, so I have a 2-to-1, but it didn't quite get there, and then it rejected pretty fast. So, and then I'm
Do
like, well,
you
yeah,
sorry, was this in a time of day that you could use a stop?
no, I was at 7:30 in the morning.
Okay. Okay, never mind. I was going to say you could have moved your stop to break even, but no, you couldn't.
Right. Yeah. So I've got if I end up trading the open, I can do that, but I usually don't trade after 9:30.
Okay. Did you trade after 9:30 today? Did this all unfold
Oh,
before the
this went
session?
this went on. No, I held this one until almost 11 a.m.
Okay.
So I held on to it for hours, hoping it would come back, and it came down hard, and then went back up finally. But it came up about half my loss. I was down quite a bit, and then it recovered about half the loss. I said, I'm not waiting. I'm going to take the hit. It hurts, but I'll
Good.
take half of the loss, because otherwise, if I was going for even a 1-to-1, the thing would have to go up
Yeah.
ridiculous, almost back to where it was at its high of pre-market, and it never would have got there. So I said, I'll just take the loss, and I can recoup this over
Yeah.
a couple of days if I'm careful. But anyways, so I'll check in again in a few weeks. Like I said, you see my Discord
Yeah.
updates. I was doing good. I was 5 days. I
I know
made
you
the
took
list. I'm
some
like,
you got a badge for having like 5 days in a row or something? Was that?
whatever it was, the
Yeah.
whole, oh yeah, you made 5 days. And I was at like number, not that it matters, and but your ego's like, I'd like to get into the top 50 of people
How do
on the
you
Discord
think
group.
I feel? It's my Discord, and I constantly have to be like, oh,
Right.
back to the bottom. So,
And
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
last week I lost like 6 days in a row, but
I know.
they were, I called it a followed my rules.
Hmm.
I just got out quick, and they just were losers, and but you can't just follow one rule. You got to follow all 10 rules.
Yeah.
So if I increase that, my follow, did I follow all 10 rules today? I would never get a followed, because there's too much FOMO. There's too much, this is moving, but it doesn't meet my price criteria. It's under $1.50. I don't want to trade those, because my metrics, I do lots of metrics. It shows that I'm usually way behind, win loss ratio, profit loss, all that, when I'm under $2. So I say I can't trade anything under $1.50. So that's kind of a hard stop rule, and and I have my scanners turned, so I don't even get alerted if the float's too high, or the price is too high, or the price is too low. So that's helped. That helped me the last couple of weeks trade better stock. So
Okay, good. Was there anything like going into the trade? Like, were you off before the trade, or was it like things were fine and then it was just this one
my
trade?
first trade, yeah, my first trade was a small loser. Followed the rules, was down
Okay.
a fraction of a percent, and the loss itself was probably a 3-4% loss. And I got out, because that's what I need to get out by before 5%, before it's negative 5%. And then I got back into the same stock as it bounced back up, and I was a winner. And I didn't win as much because I used less risk. And then I got into the this other one started going crazy, so I hopped in. I think I averaged up twice, and then the thing rejected on me, and I'm like, well, you get that. I'm in. I'm committed. That I forget what you call it, but the whole fallacy of committed money.
Yes. Do you find it's worse on the trades where they were up and then they go against you? Is there any pattern in the trades that you hang on to when you're not supposed to, or that you average down on?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. They usually they go up, and I'm up a
Okay.
couple percent, and then it rejects, and I'm like, it's green, it's gonna go because it has strength. I bought it, but usually I'm getting in. I think my entries, obviously, if you have better entries, your exits can be better as well. So that's part of what I have to look at too. So,
Okay. Hmm.
but anyways, I thought I'd check in, and because I know that you'd publish me on your YouTube channel,
Yeah. Yes, you
which
were on there.
and I,
Were you
I
like, oh
thought about.
no?
Well, I'm always very critical of how my voice sounds in real life, and I listen to it. I'm like, wow, she AI'd me up to sound pretty good. So
No, it's I didn't do it. There's the program that I edited, and it's like turn it to studio sound or something. And
yeah,
I
it sounded
put
good.
you on studio sound, and it worked on yours. Some of them, yeah, it's iffy. But okay, so I don't know what to tell you. I just
Keep
I,
working at it. That's all I
I
can do is keep working at it,
keep
and
working at it, and maybe those are the ones you need to be hyper vigilant on, and try and figure out something to start saying to yourself as
right.
soon
I
as the
have to
trade
just
goes in your favor. You need to be prepared for it to come back and then to take the reasonable loss on it.
right, and I probably thought, well, I need to still make up that small percentage that I hadn't gained earlier. So instead of bailing out, I thought, well, I can have a better day. I had a good day yesterday. I met my daily goal yesterday, which was great, and today it was like
Good.
way off. But yeah, and I think I just have to be like, okay, I'm up, and it's no longer -5% loss. It has
Yeah.
to be break even. If it's up, I'm at break even. I just got to get out. It didn't
Yeah.
work,
Okay,
and
good.
the whole timer. But there's a lot of little things you got to remember to and if it's not a habit and you're not like do this every time and practice. So maybe tomorrow I'll practice just with like one share on stuff and just say, let me get this to a habit of in and out, 30
Hey,
seconds, minute,
I thought
whatever.
you're not supposed to be trading for the rest of the month.
But I'm only trading one share. I'm not trading. I'll use a simulator. I'll use a
That's what
simulator.
I was going to say. I think you're going to have to test this out on Sim. But yeah, I think that's that. Yeah, just get out at break even then.
Yeah,
Because
if I could practice that in a sim, yeah,
yeah,
that the habits, not trying to win. I was in
yeah,
a simulator for a long time through another. There's a YouTuber's got programs and stuff. He's got a simulator, and I was in there, and I thought, oh, I'm doing great. I was doing the metrics on a simulator, and it looked good. And then I went for real money, and I got clocked because the simulator is not real.
yeah,
I don't care what anyone says. All you can do is practice in and out and trying to do habits. And
yeah,
if you build bad habits in a simulator, like, oh, well, I've got $1 million in a simulator. If you can't change the simulator value to be more equal to what you actually truly trade, you're just asking for trouble. That's how it was for the first. It's like, oh, you have $200,000 to trade. Okay, great. I'll go in and out, and wow, I'm up 400 grand this week. In a
yeah.
simulator. That's not real.
Okay, so practice that. Just get out of break even because these are your I would say your danger zone trades, right? Is when it
Yeah,
goes your way and then it comes back and it goes against you. So just practice cutting those at break even,
right.
and
All right.
then
Well, I appreciate it.
yeah. Well, thanks for calling in and letting me know, and I will. I'll keep watching in the Discord to see how it goes. I
All right.
guess we.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I guess we got to do a draw now.
Okay, great.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a draw. Christopher's here. Hey, Chris. If you didn't enter into the draw, enter in now. I put the link in the chat somewhere. Sorry, guys, I'm challenged with the technology here, but it's like right near the top of the chat. There's the djnrehab.com giveaway. So if you're in, then I'm gonna go and do the giveaway now, and then maybe we'll do another call and another giveaway. So We're going to make someone else call in. I think Orlando was supposed to call in. Yes, howdy, Chris. Okay, where is my wheel here? Giveaway wheel. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm very excited about this wheel. So thanks, Tyler, for the wheel. And our winner oh, Orlando, I just told you to call in and you won. That's, guys, maybe Orlando doesn't get his win until he calls in. Just kidding, Orlando, you won. Orlando, you have to call in now. You won the account, and we had to talk about the thing that I talked about at the beginning, the, it not being enough when you won. Okay, what do I do here? I gotta figure out how to do this. Copy winner's email. Okay, that's exciting. Congratulations, Orlando. Okay, how do I get this back to normal now? Yeah, not rigged at all. It's not rigged at all. Hey, I didn't even make this thing, so okay, there we go. Our wheel is reset for the next one. So that's the first giveaway is Orlando. So that's exciting. And that's the FundedNext. I don't have you used FundedNext yet? I don't know. I'm not I wasn't like it's not rigged, you guys. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, Brandon's waiting, not Orlando. Orlando, you're still on the hook. Maybe your name is actually oh, Brandon's not waiting anymore. He left. Yeah, it's not rigged, and we'll have two more giveaways today. So yeah, there will be more. And I won't say like someone's supposed to call in and then spin the wheel. Oh, you can't find the link. Chris, it's right at the top. It's God, I swear if I try to okay, let me see. That's the okay. Let me get this giveaway link here. Okay. Sorry, guys, I am slow on this dual monitor setup. Okay, I did it. Chris, there's the link for the giveaway. Yes, congrats, Orlando. Orlando's won his account, and now he's just like, I'm out of here. Okay, let's talk to Brandon here. Okay, it says it's connected. Brandon, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I'm just gonna fix your volume. You guys in the chat, if anyone's too quiet, just let me know because I can turn their volume up. Okay, Brandon, do you wanna? What's going on?
So my name's Brandon, and like I've been following you for a minute, but it seems like every time you post a video, it's almost like you're talking directly to me. I
Oh,
was just having a talk with my coworker just yesterday about how I'll run it up an account and then I'll end up giving back all the profits, or like I'll run it up like $200-300, and instead of like because I have multiple accounts, but instead of like switching accounts, I'll just end up giving back all of the profits. And I'm trying to just find a way to get better at that and be okay with having $100, because my goal is to get up to like 10 accounts and then copy
yeah.
trade them. So trying to get in the mindset of being like, hey, $100 is fine,
It,
$200 is fine, why not just walk away?
and you said you were talking to a coworker, so you already have a job.
Right, so we both trade together. He trades
Okay,
and I trade, so we kind of compare and all that good stuff.
okay. So you're not looking for your trading to fix an immediate financial issue.
I mean, I could use some money, but it's not
Yeah.
like an immediate thing,
Okay. Why do you think you can't accept the $100? Like, do you have any idea as to like why you can't stay out?
I don't know. I guess it's just because I feel like it's not enough. That's why I just keep trying to remind myself, like, hey, the goal is 10 accounts, and $100 is fine for 10 accounts. But
Yeah.
I guess like because I
A
don't see
hundred
the 10 accounts being
dollars.
copy traded.
Yeah, but honestly, like $100 is good for one account, even.
Right, right.
Like I
That that's
know
that's the
it's,
mindset I'm trying to get into. Go ahead.
but it actually is. Like I know it's not what we got into trading for. I did not get into trading thinking I'm going to make $100 a day. I thought I was going to be rich in 2 months. So,
Right.
like it's definitely not going to match your expectations. How long have you been trading?
A little over a year now.
Okay. How much money have you lost so far?
Like on options, around
All of it.
6,000.
Okay, that's not
Like
bad at all. Sure.
altogether between like options and like prop accounts, probably around like 8,000, maybe 9,000.
That's not bad. I wish
Yeah,
that's
it's not terrible, but I wish it wasn't, anything, of course.
yeah, of course. And like we don't go in thinking we're going to lose money, but yeah, I would say
Right,
pretty
right.
much everyone does. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think $100 is good. How many accounts are you trading?
I currently have 5 accounts, one of them funded, but like
Okay.
with the funded, like my last fundeds I had were in March, and then like I was going through some family issues because I knew a certain date was coming up, and it messed with me emotionally. So I ended up blowing three fundeds, and now I've just been on a downward cycle ever since March, like late March.
Okay. And do you feel like now you're getting out of it, or do you still feel
R-
like you're
right. I feel like I'm getting out of it, but I'm
okay?
still in that scared mode, like scared to
Right.
pop it or scared.
Yep. No, I know. I'm very familiar with like scared trading now, which is seems crazy to
So it's
me
like
because
every
I
time I see like a little bit of green, I just hurry up and lock it up. And then it's like, then the trade
okay.
will run for another 20, 30 more points. And then I feel the FOMO to get right back in. So it's like, this
Yes.
is not working.
No. What does your plan say? Like, do you have a fixed risk to reward? Like, do you know where you're supposed to be getting out on those trades, or is it kind of open ended when you get in?
I mean, a lot of times I usually try to go for like a 2 to 1, but I set up 3 profit targets, and then each one is usually like 2 to 1, 4 to 1, 3 to 1,
Okay.
stuff like that. And but I feel like sometimes I should be take the TP1 and then maybe just slide my stops down even closer or something. But
Like, move to break even when it gets to TP1?
right, or
How
or trail a little bit or something.
how often does it get to TP1?
Uh, about 6 out of 10.
Okay. Well, that's
But
good.
a lot of times I don't even let it get to TP1 because, like I was saying, I do like the scared trading. So I'll see green, it'll be up like 100, 150, $200. I'm like, oh, I got to take that. I got to take that.
Um, do you think you're trading too much size, maybe?
I wouldn't say it's the size. Honestly, I almost feel like I need to up the size. 'Cause I only trade 3 micros, which I'm
Okay.
comfortable with
Oh,
3 micros, but it's the like I was going back to like the $100. It's not enough. So it's like, I mean,
yeah.
I like the 3 micros because it works. It's not a lot of risk, but
Yep.
it doesn't produce me the gratification that I want. So
Would
it can be frustrating at times.
yeah. Would you make more than $100 if you're holding for your full target, or is the $100 like executing the trade
Yeah,
properly?
yeah, I would make even at TP1. I set it at about 35 points, so it's
Okay.
roughly like $70 per contract. So about what's that, like two hundred
Okay.
and ten dollars or something?
That's great. I don't think you need to size up. Um, I think you need to focus on just holding for your target. Uh,
Right.
you might not love this, but what if you just took everything off at TP1? What if you
I
just,
think that right. I think that is a good idea, and that probably would work for me. But the only downside for me is like when I see it keep going, then I feel the urge to FOMO in. So
yeah,
maybe
don't
if I took
watch.
it all at like TP1, yeah, like maybe
I'm
if I took it
saying,
all at TP1 and then
and
locked the
that's,
account or something.
yeah, or don't even watch it.
Go
Like,
ahead.
because I had a
Right.
big problem for a long time with bailing on my winners. And the only fix for me was to just put the trade on, close it, and walk away and not even watch the trade. Because if I watched the trade and it was winning, then I was probably going to bail early and then I'd be pissed off. And like you said, FOMO in after to something and then most often lose. And then that would spiral. Um,
And
and if the
and
trade
I
lost, I'd
go
want
ahead.
to revenge back in too. So it was just like either way, I wasn't going to do the right thing. So I was just better off not even watching. Just set the stop, set the
Right.
target, and be done.
And I've tried that, and I still continue to try that. But it's like a lot of times I'll just get that urge. Like say I'm like 15 minutes in, I'm like, oh, let me go check it, and
Yeah.
then say it is up. Say I'm like right there by TP1 or TP2. Now I'm like, now I got to manage the trade instead of just shutting it back down and letting just
Yeah.
letting the trade work out. So that is something that I do need to get better at. I think that's something that I should implement. Just set it and forget it, essentially, just like you said.
Yeah. I would say try that because it doesn't seem like you're like if you're comfortable with what's your stop? Is it like 1 to 1 on TP1?
Uh, uh,
Like how much
so
risk do you have?
it's almost like a 3 to 1. Well, for one, for because I put one at 10 points, I put one at 15, and then TP1 is at 35 points. So because I set them out in multiple targets. I don't know. Maybe that's another thing that I need to work on, like my stop losses. Maybe I should just put them all at like one set, like a hard stop or something.
I don't know because I don't know what your system is, and I'm definitely not like a trading expert that right like
Right. But
I can't be like
I
I
do
can't say
use. Go
this is the
ahead.
way
I'm
to
sorry.
do it. No, 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 it's okay. Yeah, sorry, what did you used to do?
But I usually do try to go for like at least a 2 to 1. But like I was saying, I'm still so stuck in that scared mode of trading, scared to
Yeah.
lose this funded again. That it's just like anytime I see $100, or sometimes it don't even have to be 100. Sometimes I'll see 70 and I'll take it. But it's crazy how I'm okay with taking the $100 when I see it in the green, but I'm not okay with having the $100 at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think you need to detach from watching it. And maybe
Right.
and maybe
I would
just set
I would
it
agree with that.
all at your TP1 and leave it. And maybe the
Okay.
fixed risk, like I don't know. That's based on your system and like based on what you've tested. So
Right. I can agree with that though. I can definitely agree with that
maybe what
because
about
for
just like
me, go ahead.
sorry. Sorry, we're both what about like just really simplifying it for like and then saying, okay, for the next 20 trades, I'm gonna follow this simplified system.
Okay.
And it's just
Yeah.
like I'm collecting data and really do collect the data. So on every trade, be like, okay, so it's like set your conditions where you're going to take it all off at TP1. You're going to have a fixed stop, but then also collect data along the way. Did it go to TP2? Would this stop have been better? And really just look at it as like you're getting information.
Right. Look at it as like an experiment versus
Yeah,
trading.
yeah, an
Okay.
experiment
I
versus
like that.
like I need to be right on this or like I need to make this work. And if you lose your funded account, then
It is what it is.
yeah, and you've only been
I
trading
mean,
for
it
like a
sucks, but
year, so
right. Like I look at a lot of because a lot of folks are like, oh, I've been doing this for 10 years and I just now got it and all this. So I'm like, it's not like I'm behind or anything. It's just
no.
like I just have my expectations are just so high. I guess like,
Why do you
and
think?
another thing. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, you go.
And another thing, like I guess it's hard too being in like different discords, and I don't watch the folks on live anymore, but you still get the YouTube shorts and all that. They're like, oh, I made 30,000 today. I made this and this. So it's like it's hard not to compare yourself to the big dogs.
My answer would be to stop watching that.
Right.
Just stop watching it altogether. If there's channels that you know are not good for you, that you know you're going to compare, like, do you have your strategy sorted out? Are you comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
then
I
what do
trade
you?
the 15-minute orb.
Okay, then what do you need those videos for?
Right.
Like, if they're
I
just
stopped
going to
watching them
make
about a
you
couple weeks ago.
feel.
Go ahead.
No, you go. You stopped watching a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I can't remember who you were talking with, and you were telling him like, you need to cut out the lives, and I'm like, that's exactly what I need to do, and I stopped watching them as well, but then I'll still get the notification of like the shorts and stuff, and I feel like I got to watch the shorts, so I just need to cut it out altogether.
And I think you can turn those notifications off. Like,
Right.
I'm not trying to like. shit on other YouTubers here, but like you can unsubscribe, you can turn the notifications off. Because $100
Yeah.
a day is good. If you're holding for your target and you're getting $200 most days, and then other days you're taking a loss of 100 or whatever, then you're doing great. Especially for being only a year in and only $8,000 down. Like you're doing really good. But it
Yeah.
doesn't seem good when, like you said, you're seeing somebody else and they're making $30,000.
Right.
Or
Exactly that.
they're showing that they made $30,000. There's somebody in our Discord, and like I talked to him, and he got $500,000 in payouts from prop firms, which it's like, wow, that's amazing. But then I talked to him, and I'm like, so how much money did you spend on the prop firms to make the $500,000? And he said,
Right.
like, he's like, yeah, no, I don't have $500,000. Like, it's basically all of it.
Oh
So
wow.
you could be watching somebody on YouTube who's showing a $30,000 payout, but they spent $40,000 to get the $30,000 payout because they're going to make so much money on YouTube from showing
Right.
$30,000 payouts. So you can't just take it at face value and trust, like, okay, this person's making that much and I should be able to make that much too.
Right. And you really opened my eyes to the whole YouTube thing too when you were like, look at the size of their platform and think about how much money they're actually making off the
Hmm.
videos versus how much they're making off the trading. And I'm like, that's what really pushed me to stop watching them because I'm like, they're a lot of them you can kind of see it. Like after you said it and I started looking, I'm like, yeah, you can kind of see it. They're making more off this content than what they're actually doing trading. So
They have
that
to
did kind
be.
of help me push away from it.
Yeah, someone said that Patrick once like said how much he made, and it was just like some astronomical monthly amount on his affiliates. But at least like he said the amount and was honest about it, and they said that he said like I'm an influencer first before a trader. So it's like it would be nice if other ones would, but that's not how you make money on YouTube, right? Like you make money
Right.
by making people believe you're a great trader, and then
Right. Exactly.
they're going to keep watching you and they're going to keep feeling worse about themselves and then spending more
Yeah.
money and then you make money on that. So it's just it's not a it's not the best system.
Right.
So stop watching that stuff. Have your plan, simplify it, stop watching your trades. Do your experiment, focus on collecting your data and focus on like really just the actual trades and then like marking up your charts. And what can I learn
Okay.
from the actual trades that I took?
Yeah, that's one thing I have been getting better with doing like my trade plans and stuff. But
Good.
I'll have a perfect trade plan, but I won't follow it because it'll start to go green, and then I'll just jump out, and then my trade plan will still work out perfectly. Like the last 2 3 days, I've had perfect trade plans. All three TPs hit, but I don't even make it to TP1. So it's like it's embarrassing. Like, oh my goodness.
It's okay. You should stop. I should show my chart from the other day. It is embarrassing. I had three winners and I made $100
Yeah, like same
just
exact
because
here.
I
Like,
kept jumping out of them, and then it was like, oh, it just went 200 more points. Great. Like, yeah,
right, and this is so frustrating.
yeah.
But
It's
I'm
just
definitely gonna go ahead.
you're trading scared, and I know because I trade scared, and it's not good. And for me, the solution is just don't watch them.
Right. So I'm
Like,
definitely
as
going to implement that in the experiment.
what platform are you on?
I use FFF wealth charts,
Okay.
but I like Apex, FundedNext, all of them.
I mean, like, what, like, do you use Trade of 8, Ninja Trader? Like, what do you?
No, I prefer wealth charts. I prefer wealth
Okay,
charts.
I don't know
I
anything
can
about
use
them.
Trade of 8, but I prefer wealth charts.
Okay, I was just gonna warn you, like, because with Trade of 8 and Quant Tower, you can, like, I can actually close the platform, so I can set my stop, my target, trades on, I can close it, and it's totally fine. With Ninja Trader, you can't. So just be careful with that.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Wealth charts, you can do that. You can close it,
Okay.
and then you can even open it on like multiple devices and stuff.
Okay, it's just because like with Ninja Trader, it doesn't like it'll. So it did this where it hit my target, and then it went up to where my stop was and opened another order.
Oh wow, that would be frustrating.
No,
Yeah, that would be.
it was my best winning trade ever. It went for 300
Oh, it worked
points.
out in your favor. Oh, it worked out in your favor. Okay, I was
But
like,
But it was on an eval and like blew my consistency. So it's just like, oh, whatever. I'm like, of course this would happen this way. But yeah.
Yeah.
So just be careful of that. But yeah, try not to watch them. Make your system simple enough or at least automated to where you can just put it on and be done.
Yeah. I definitely got to get better at that. Just like you said, just set it and forget it and just don't watch it. Because when I watch it, I try to micromanage it, and that's when
Yes.
I end up doing myself wrong.
And then you're
I've got
pissed
to
off
get
at
past
yourself.
this.
And then you do something.
Exactly that.
Yeah. Yep.
That's when I end up hitting max loss. Like I'll go from up
Right.
100 or up 200 to max loss 200. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to implement this, and I appreciate all your insight.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling in. I guess I'll have to do another giveaway right away. We've got Usama waiting. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Yeah, okay, Brandon, call back in like a couple weeks or something and let me know how it's going, okay?
All right, I will. Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, awesome. You too. Okay, we are going to take one more call here from Osama, and then we are going to do another giveaway. And where is Orlando? He's like, I think he's left or he's hiding. He does not want to come on. Orlando, you don't have to come on this week. Okay, Osama, you're on.
Yeah,
Okay, let me just turn up your volume here.
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's just it comes across quiet. Like,
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I'm just
Eh,
adjusting it.
eh,
Chat, let me know if anyone's too quiet or anything. I'm just gonna try fixing your audio. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay, I think you're good now. Okay, what's going on? What's your biggest trading problem?
I would say, I mean, I would want you to figure that out for me. I have been watching your channel for 1 year
I
now. Let me, yeah, tells
I
you a
don't
little bit of background.
I don't know if I can figure out your problem for you, but okay, what's
Okay,
going on? Like, where do you keep going
yeah,
wrong?
yeah. I'm gonna state the facts to you. Like, I will tell
Yep.
you what I've been going on and how
Okay.
long I've been doing it and where am I heading and what should be done. Okay, so
Okay, I'll see
I
if I can
exactly
figure it out.
yeah, I exactly remember the first trade that I made in my life. That was 8th of June, 2020, which is exactly like 6 years ago. And I took one share of Tesla. I bought that Tesla share. So being 6 years now that I have been trading, and I'm not gonna exaggerate. It's never been a day that I have missed trading the market, like
Right.
except the holidays, like the Christian or Christmas, or once the markets are closed. I've always traded the market, and so far still I'm not consistently profitable.
Okay.
Probably because initially I started trading options for the first 5 years, and just recently, like 7 months ago, December 2025, I found out that I lost so much money in options. I almost lost $140,000
Okay.
trading options over the course of like 5 years, and then I found out that there is these prop firms, and I tried Apex first, and I somehow got a. I would say it was luck or what, but I cleared its 9 funded accounts on the first attempt,
Okay.
and I got funded, and I actually got 6 payouts on them, almost like $12,000 within 3 months of like being in
Nice.
on Apex. But what happened on one special day, which happened in April this year, I blew all of those accounts. And ever since I have been trying, I think I have tried more than 60 attempts, and I have not been able to clear 60 evaluations on different platforms. I've quit Apex ever since they have changed the legacy system. Then I've moved over to FundedNext, and then I've tried Take Profit Trader. I have been able to clear all of their evaluation every time. But whenever I get to the funded stage again, and I not on the first day, usually after having crossed the buffer, and now I'm in the state where I can get paid out. So after reaching that state, second or third day, I will somehow do something and I'll blow my account. I did get 2 payouts from Take Profit Trader after like last month, not very big, like $1,100 twice.
Well,
But
that's
then I
good.
have lost that. I have lost that account too, and now I'm working on 2 accounts, one from Take Profit Trader and one from My Funded Futures.
Okay.
And I just like on this 25K account, I made $730 today, and I was not happy making because I knew the opportunity was big. I should have actually cleared the evaluation. So what happens with me is that whenever I the same thing which that gentleman the previous call was telling, that whatever profits I make, they never seem good enough to me.
Okay.
Especially during my initial run with the Apex, there were days I was able to, on single account, I was able to like make $3,000, $2,000, and not like over leveraging, using one contract, one or two contract, and but I used I what I do is I scalp. So I will have 70, 60, sometimes 50 trades a day. So I will trade on a 2 minutes chart using moving averages and using bearish and bullish engulfing candles based on the moving averages being used as support or resistance, and I will
Yeah.
like trade. Yeah. So now you can tell me what is going wrong. How can I
Okay. When
adjust my
you're
strategy? Yeah.
when you're trading how are you trading your evaluations? Are you following your strategy or are you trading them different from your funded?
No. I do the same strategy, exactly the same
Okay.
strategy.
Okay. And I'm thinking after 6 years, you're probably pretty comfortable in your strategy.
Yeah, I don't even know if I have a strategy. All that I do is use moving averages as a support or resistance on a 2 minute, and I do use the pre-market high, pre-market low, previous day high, previous day low as
Okay.
my immediate supporter. That if that is called a strategy. So I don't think
That's your
I
strategy.
can. Yeah,
Um,
that's my strategy.
okay. What happens on the days when you blow the accounts? Are you just following your strategy and it just fails, 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 fails? Or,
Yeah. What happens? Yeah, but since I scalp, so I will take a position. Let's say if the price is heading on 2 minutes, the 200 moving average and 20 moving average. These are the two primary ones that I use. They are on the top of the price, and it's a primary zone. And price hits, I take a short. And yeah.
okay. So
Are you
when,
with me?
yeah, I just like, are you following your plan when you blow the accounts?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I will
Okay.
take the
Then
position exactly. If the trade goes against me, I will get stopped out and I will re-enter. So at times I will be entering 10 times from same position, and yeah,
should you
that would
be
happen.
re-entering 10 times from the same position? Like, is there maybe a point when it's like this is invalidated?
Yeah, if the price really breaks the structure, and I realize that now the moving averages which were earlier like the ceiling have now become the floor, only then I will stop attempting. So that's how I do.
Okay. I think then, like, if it's just the strategy, you go through a little losing streak and that blows the account, then I think you're trading
Yeah.
too much size.
No. What I use is I have never used. I use a micro. Usually one,
Okay.
maximum two micros. Yeah, Nasdaq or ES. Most of the time Nasdaq.
Then I think it's got to be too many trades. Like,
Too
then
many
it's just
trades.
like you can't have 10 attempts on the same trade. Do you just have like a very small stop on that?
Yeah. My stop is pretty small. Like if I have two NQs, my stop would be around $20, $25, maybe $30, and then I'll just
Um, okay, so you're only trading one micro, 1 to 2
yeah, one micro.
micros.
One
Okay.
micro, and I've actually kind of DCA. So I will have like an initial entry position, and then I will place one limit order on top of it, like 5 or 7 points away, once the zone is still valid. And once that plays in, and then I will have my stop loss on the other end by another 10, 15 points.
Okay, if you're only trading a micro and you're losing an account in a day, then that's just way too many trades. And just like it needs to, right? Like, because if you're, there needs to be a point where you're like, this just is not working right now. Or
All
like
right.
on your winners, do you need, how many attempts do you usually need on the winners?
I usually scalp. So if I will have taken a trade on 2 minutes, the next 2 minute candle, let's say if I'm taking a bearish trade, and if I see the next one complete fat next 2 minutes candle, I will exit the trade. So usually my risk to reward is 1:1. So, but the
Okay.
risk is like $30. My reward is also $30. So that's how. Like I made 700 today. Like I'm not just trying to give you an idea. I took 45 trades to make
Okay.
that 700. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going wrong. It just, to me, it just sounds like when you're losing, maybe you just get stuck in a loop. of taking the
Yeah.
same trade over. So I think it's figuring out where you can cut that sooner.
All right.
Like, can you look at it and see like how many, like how often do you have it where, because if you're only going for 1-to-1, then I don't know if like taking 10 attempts on the same trade really makes sense, right? Like if you're going for more, then I can see taking more attempts.
All right.
Chris is saying, I feel like his risk size is too small for how much action there is on the NASDAQ. Yeah, it could just be you need a wider stop on the trade, and then you don't have to take the same trade 10 times.
I see. Yeah, my risk is usually 10, maximum 15 points. But
I
like
think you have to, so like, do you keep your charts? Like, do you journal
Yeah.
your trades? Like, okay, so could you go back and look at these charts on your losing days? Like, find one of these days where you've taken 10
To be
losses in a
honest,
row.
I've tried to journal the trades. What I've done is I don't journal the trade. I journal the days. So like, and I have like loads and loads of PowerPoints made over the last 5 years of like there are hundreds of slides I have of my these setup that play out. So usually it's the same kind of setup. So there's not necessarily any special thing I can log into
Okay.
my trades. Yeah. So
I just like, can you go back and look at your days where you blow the accounts?
no, I don't have that data with me.
Okay.
I like. Yeah, go ahead.
Start like when you have those days, those big losing days, make sure and just like at least get a screenshot showing your entries, because maybe it's like you could have just got one entry and a slightly wider stop, and maybe just taken one loss or whatever, or break even or something. Like the idea of like needing 10 entries. Oh, I have an issue here. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you can hear me. Yes,
I'm back too.
my son did injure himself. He's okay. He's just rowdy. He's fine. He's fine. He's got an ice pack.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So
Legion. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think for you it's tracking your trades. Like find out what happens on those big losing days.
All right.
Because like, do you know what goes wrong on the big losing day?
Yeah, I know. Like I will have those multiple entries on the same position, and usually within the same zone, I will have most of the time I will lose the account.
Okay. So it's figuring out how to cut that off, right? Like you need to be able to identify where it's like time to stop, no more entries on it, or else just one trade or two trades with a wider stop. And if that's invalidated, that's it. No more on that trade. But
All right.
I think just really like keep track. Like start, even if it's just like a screenshot of the chart from the day showing your entries, and then you put that in a file somewhere. And then,
I got you.
And like really keep track of the days where you keep taking these losses, because you can go back and you can probably be like, I notice when this and this happens, then it tends to lead to these trades where I'm losing 10 times in a row.
All right.
And then maybe you can start to avoid those. But I mean, otherwise you're doing good, right? Like you've been taking some payouts, you're getting funded. It's just like cutting out these few bad days. How often do they occur?
They would occur every 4 or 5 days.
Okay.
Sometimes, 4 or 5 days. Yeah.
Okay, so fairly frequently.
Yeah, fairly frequent, and most of the time it's not in the evaluation. So I have multiple, like those evaluation certificates. I have a whole folder. I have hundreds of cleared evaluation. Every time I have cleared the evaluation, I'm now in the funded stage. Most of the time, because the evaluation usually I clear in 3 or 4 days, usually 3 or 4 trading days, and then it's after I have reached the funded stage, and now something goes on, and so usually that happens most of the time on the funded stage that I will lose the account.
Do you think it just works out that way, that that's when the strategy kind of fails, or do you think in the funded account you're just unwilling to let go of the trade idea?
Yeah, that's true. I'm unwilling to let go of the idea on the funded stage.
Okay. Mia said maybe a max allowable entries on the same idea, which is like, I would agree with that. Like just
that's a really good idea. I like that idea.
Okay, so start looking at it and then start figuring out so that you know what that number is. Do you have an idea now what your max should be?
I would say 3. I will attempt 3 entries. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, do it for the next month and then let me know what happened.
All right, sure.
But it sounds like everything's working out otherwise, so let's just get those things under control.
All right.
Okay. Mia also says maybe trade an eval alongside the funded.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, just I think if you go with the 3, then you should notice a pretty big difference.
All right. So one last thing: is there anything wrong with me taking 50 or up to like 60 trades a day?
I don't know. I can't say. Like it's
all right.
If it works for you, do you feel? Are you exhausted? Do you hate doing it? Like
no, never, ever, never exhausted.
Because I guess like the argument would be that like, and I think someone said like that's a lot of mental capital. But
no, it doesn't take a lot of mental. If you try doing it, it's not tiring at all. Yeah, it's just like talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you feel fine with it and you can figure out a way to make it work, then fine. Like, so I'm not going to say like nobody should scalp or nobody should take lots of trades. I mean, I think most people should probably only take like a couple of trades a day, but if it's working,
let's say if I had taken a couple of trades, let's say in all of my or let's say for today, I might have made $30 today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're okay with it, if you don't mind doing it, you don't feel drained, you're not like becoming emotionally, just like too emotional on your losing days.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm not emotional, not at all. Yeah. No.
Okay, then set your max entries at 3 and see how it goes.
All right, sure.
Okay, and then let me know how it goes.
All right, sure.
Okay, all right, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, we are going to do another draw. Sorry, guys, my son I dropped a chair on his hand or something. I couldn't really figure out, but he's fine. On the 60, 50, 60, 70 trades, yeah, like for me, that's means I'm just like on really bad tilt, and it is just revenge trading and over trading and emotional. But if that's somebody's system and they scalp, then I'm not gonna say don't take that many trades, because if it's working and you can pass accounts and you can get payouts, then keep going. At Wildberries, drawing, question mark? Oh yeah. Wildberries, there's a giveaway. So if you want to enter the giveaway here quickly before I do the next draw, we have some 25K legacy, sorry guys, legacy accounts from FundedNext. So those are end of day drawdown and no monthly rebill, so you can take your time in the evaluation. So it could just be like a fully free funded account and no activation fee. I don't know if I said that. So Wild Berries, hopefully you're in the draw. Anybody who's not in the draw, you can get in the draw. I've got my wheel here. Orlando already won one, and he was supposed to call in, but he's not calling in. That's okay. He can still get the account. Okay, guys, I'm going to do the draw, and then we're going to have one more after this. Okay, and here we go. I hope you guys can hear the beeping sound too, but oh, Neil. Okay, our winner is Neil. I didn't see any Neils in here, but I guess you don't have to be in the chat. Okay, Orlando, you call in now, and then we'll do another draw. Oh, how do you get in the draw? Sam, we're going to do one more after, so let me I'll get this link in here again for you. I don't want to give you the wheel link. What am I doing? I'll get this link in there. And then you guys just fill out this little giveaway thing, your name and your email, and then you're in the draw. Okay. Orlando is here. Yeah, he's just, he said he's going to call in, but I don't see him on there. Hey, that's you. Congrats. I will, if you guys want accounts, I will email you. Orlando, I will message you with it later. Okay. Orlando's waiting now, so I better get him before he leaves. And you guys can enter. There's going to be another draw. Okay. Orlando, can you hear me? Oh. Orlando's gone. He was there and he left. Okay, we'll wait for him to call in, or if anybody else wants to call in. It's just the kind of like main topic that I was talking about today was when you're up on the day, you have a green day, you took some good trades or a good trade, and then for whatever reason, you decide to go back in, you lose some of that money, and then you end up turning that into either a big red day or a blown account. So that's kind of like what I'm talking about a bit more today than other issues. I've definitely done this myself, and I notice other people do it, and I guess I kind of want to figure out why. Like, is it just the money? I know somebody in the chat said before that like they think it just comes down to money, but I don't think that it can just come down to money, because I see traders doing this who have jobs, who are already making good money. They don't need the money from trading, but they still do it. So I don't think it's just the money. I think it's something else. I'm leaning towards like the excitement, dopamine, addiction part of it. Yeah, okay, let's see if Orlando has this stuff working. Okay, I hear something. Orlando, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Congrats on winning the account. This was not rigged. It didn't look good that I mentioned that like 1 minute before. Okay. I think your audio's good. Okay, what's going on? I feel like your issue was the topic that we were talking about today, which I did choose before you did it the other day. So that's why I was like, you should call in.
No, yeah. No, yeah, I feel like I just feel like I'm kind of like reverting back to like some of my bad habits.
Okay.
As far as like I don't know when to stop. Like the other day, like I was up over $600 or something, and I don't know why I took another trade. So
Yeah, that's a lot. Are you like you're like $600? Who cares? Or
no, I mean that's definitely a lot more than I would expect to make.
right?
It's like realistically, I don't make that much at my job in a day,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I
I don't
think.
know why I'm expecting that from the market.
And you're trading while you're at work most of the time, right?
Yes, yeah, I was trading at night or in the evenings, but I deleted the app a little while back, so I have
Okay.
not been doing that.
Okay. So you're just trading now New York session when you're at work?
Usually just New York. Usually within the first like 30 minutes of first hour.
Okay. You've taken payouts, I know that, right? Like you've been doing.
Yes.
Okay. So I'd say like for the last while you've been pretty good on your discipline, and like you've been seeing the results of that in the form of payouts.
Yes, correct. Yeah, I mean, I've definitely taken a decent amount out. Especially like this past year or even last year.
Right.
Um, yeah, just I guess I feel like I need to set my expectations like a lot lower.
Do you think it's an expectations problem?
I really don't know. Um,
Do you
I
okay?
I
Sorry, my other thing that I was thinking, because like I was trying to figure out like what is it? Why do we do it? Because if it's not just money, right? Like you have a job, your bills are paid. Do you like your job, or are you like I really want to just trade full time and quit my job?
no, I would not quit my job. Like
Okay.
I would yeah.
Okay, so you're not trying to escape your job. So like with you, I think like it's not the money.
um
Or is it? Is there some
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like I feel like it could be a mixture of that.
Do you
Like
feel stressed for money?
right now I don't. I mean, there have been times where I did feel I was but that was when I was trading like pretty bad and before I started getting out
Right.
a lot more consistent payouts.
Okay.
But I think that kind of was also too just frustration from like pressure that I was putting on myself to try to like rush to get there.
Right. Do you have any pressure coming from any outside sources? Like, are there any other people that have expectations on your trading, or is it just you?
I feel like for the most part it's just me. Like every now and then my girlfriend will ask me about like my trading, and like I do feel like whenever she does ask me, it is more like she's asking like if I'm making money. So I guess like that kind of I feel like it puts pressure on me. Like I try not to let it project to her
Yeah.
like that it's putting pressure on me, but it is.
Maybe you should tell her.
It's
Maybe you should be like, hey, don't ask if I'm
yeah,
making money. Be like, I go to work every day, I'm making money at my job, don't worry about my trading. Just be like, I'm not losing
yeah,
money. Maybe just like make that
yeah,
the bar with her. Like that's where it is with Tyler, where it's just like, I'm not losing money, so back off. Don't worry about the rest of it.
yeah.
So I mean,
No, yeah.
and are you taking time away from her to trade, or is it like
Um, no, I do feel like at one point, when I was still trading in the
yeah,
evenings, like I didn't catch it, but then one day she made a comment, and then like as soon as she made like the comment, I was like it kind of just like a light bulb click, like oh shit, I mean, like I'm spending
yeah,
too much time on this.
okay. Of your bad habits that you're worried about like slipping back into, what would you say they are? Like what are the worst habits that you're worried about coming back?
Um, I feel like just controlling my emotions, like if I'm having like an off day or something, to prevent me from going on tilt. I'd say that, and then also too, it's like accepting a loss, and not adding to the loser.
Yeah. Do you have
Yeah, because
Oh, go ahead.
I'll go ahead.
No, you go.
Yeah, because I feel like my strategy is like kind of simple, and like if I size correctly, like I look at my trades that I do take when I do follow like my trade plan, and most often, or more days than not, it would lead to a green day, even if it was $100 or something. It's just I don't stop there, or if I have a losing trade, sometimes I'll fall into a bad habit, and instead of cutting the trade, I will revenge trade or add to the loser, and then next thing you know, I'm on tilt. It's
What do you think has been hurting you the most lately?
I do feel like not cutting the trade, like if it's against me, and then adding to it,
Okay.
like if it's going against me.
I don't know how to get you to
Just
stop
because
doing
it's
that.
no, yeah. I feel like it's just I feel like
But you've had good stretches where like you're following your rules, right? Like I would say
Yeah.
most of the time you're on plan.
yeah. I feel like if I follow my rules, it's like I'm fine. I just need to get those off days under control, like, and not let them spiral into a bigger loss where
Right.
it's harder for me to catch up.
Are there any like commonalities in the off days? Like is there any way that you could see them coming? Like have you noticed anything?
I did recently. There was because I had cut out like listening to the streaming
Okay.
and like other streamers trade while I was trading, and that did help out a lot. But then I kind of started doing it again, and I noticed that it kind of influences my trade. Like sometimes it's like I have the same trade idea as what they're saying, and I might like I know it's not according to my trade plan, and but then they say something, and you know what I mean, and it just kind of confirms it in my head, even though I know I shouldn't be taking it because
Yeah.
it's not part of my trade plan.
Okay. So that's easy enough to just
so-
cut that out.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna cut that out once I decide to get back to trading, which probably will be sometime next week.
Okay.
Um,
What happened on your bad day? Sorry. You were up, and then did you lose the account, or you just?
no, I didn't lose the account, but it definitely turned into a red day. So, so it's like it just set me back.
Yeah. Okay, and that was a funded account, I'm assuming.
No, that one was an eval.
Okay. Okay, so that's not horrible.
No, yeah, it's just I'm just trying to get
Get it before
all that kind of stuff under control.
Yes.
Yeah, because I do have a plan, idea where I would, because I like to trade the 25Ks, only
Yeah.
because it's a 1-to-1, like with I'll take profit. So I do like to trade those, and I do have the goal of eventually having 5 of those, because right now I think I have 3
Okay.
3 funded ones.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it's like I do want to get to the point where I'm at 5 and trade really small.
Yes.
And then set my I guess spread the risk between all of them. Instead of trying to shoot for like $100 or 200 in a day, if I had 5, I can shoot for maybe like $40 per account. And just kind of spread the risks. I could trade a lot smaller.
Do you think you'd be able to do that?
Yeah, I think I can. I mean, I have done it before.
Okay.
It's just I gotta break the habit of letting those losing days get out of control.
Is it the losing days, or is it okay? What are your worst losing days? Are your worst losing days the ones where you just go in and take a loss right away, or are they when you're up and then you lose?
No, I definitely feel it's when I'm up and then I continue to trade.
Right.
You know, and then I lose, and then I try to get it back, and
Yes.
then that's where it's like more often than not, it ends in a red day.
Okay. Do you have a max daily profit target? I think we
No,
we
so
must have
that's
talked about this. Did we talk about this the other day?
I think so. Yeah, so I don't, but that's one thing that I do want to do by spreading the risk. I want to have. I don't have a like a max like target. So it's like I'm not expecting to make $100 a day.
Okay.
But like if I was to bring if I was to spread the risk and try to break the profits lower, it wouldn't matter. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like if I take one trade and it's green, that's it.
So you want to just stop at one trade?
I think that's what I need to do.
Okay.
You know, it's like I definitely feel if I continue trading, that's where it goes wrong.
Yeah. Mia has a good idea here. When you're up, set max daily loss to $0. So at worst, it's break even. I think that's a really good idea to have like a trailing daily loss limit.
Yeah.
On yourself.
No. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So sorry, if you were gonna do a max profit target, what would you set it at? Are you copy trading your 3 accounts, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually copy trade them. Yeah.
Okay. So what would you set the target at for the day, just per account?
Like if I was like moving forward.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, moving forward, like if I had multiple accounts, with the 25Ks, it's like I would probably realistically set it somewhere between $40 and $60 per account.
Okay. What about right now?
Which
like with copy trading
right now
3.
Right now it's like I don't have one. It's like I shoot for more, you know. It's like, you know, instead of closing it while I'm up, I try to push for more, you know.
Right. What about just like $200?
No, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would be happy with less, you know.
Okay, but I'm just trying to think like what's realistic for you, because I think more often than not you're making more than $200.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like I don't want you to then like get annoyed with it and be like, I'm capping myself on this.
No, yeah.
What's
another thing?
Yeah, no, go.
No, another thing also too that I've been trying to implement was I've been trying to trade the ES micros instead of the Nasdaq, because I do notice that it's easier for me to get out of hand with trading the Nasdaq. Yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna switch to ES then?
Yeah, so I have started recently. And like I do trade. I've been trading micros, usually 1 to 2 micros, 3 max. But it's like I'm trying to keep that under control.
Okay.
And slowly make that switch. Just because I'm trying to get my expectations a lot smaller. I feel like I could easily do it without getting too out of hand on MES rather than NQ.
Do you think you need the max daily profit target or just 1 trade a day?
I think probably 1 trade a day.
Is that normally?
Because I feel.
Sorry, is that normally what you do? Like on your good days, just take 1 trade and close it down?
Yeah. So on my good days, yeah, I usually would take like 1 to 2 trades max.
Okay.
Like if I was to shut it down, yeah.
Okay. What if you take? Okay, are you okay with shutting it down after just 1 loss? Like, will you stick with 1 trade if the first is a loser, or will you go for 1 win or 2 losses?
Typically, I would continue to try to turn it around.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm thinking moving forward. Like if I was to do the 1 trade and stick to it, like whether it's a loss, at least it'll be the loss should be like an average, you know, of what my winning day might be. So it'd be easy to kind of make it up.
Yeah. Do you want to try that for like the next month when you come back? Just 1 trade?
Yeah. No, I definitely want to, because I'm tired of like I don't want to repeat like the bad habits that I was doing, you know, before I started getting payouts. And I feel like I'm not completely doing it, but I feel like I can get there. Like if I let it get out of hand, and I
Right.
definitely don't want to do that. So
What did you do when you like when you're getting payouts? What's your trading like then? Is it
um,
fairly controlled or
yeah, I'd say it was. You know, it's like if I was trading an account that had end of day drawdown, like if I saw a good move, I would kind of push it if I was in profit and just risk my profits
right?
on the day, you know. So it's like if I was up $300, I would have risked the $300, and worst case, I'm at break even, and my drawdown's the same,
Yeah.
you know. But since like when I'm trading the intra or the trailing, it's a little different, you know. I kind of got to be a little more cautious.
I just like, like you have something that works. You've been, I would say, quite disciplined for a while, right? I guess
Yeah.
like I would just worry that the one trade a day might throw you off. If that makes any sense, like, do you think it would be too much of a change from what you did that worked for you?
Um, I mean, I definitely feel it'd be like drastic because I definitely feel it would be forcing myself to do it. You know, it's going to be hard.
Okay.
But I definitely think I need to do something like
Okay.
that because
Okay.
since I work in an office, it's like I have my own office. It's like it's hard for me not to look at the chart. So I've been trying to get in the pattern of not looking at the chart.
Yeah.
You know, unless I'm actively trading. But it's like if I did the one trade and like not did anything else, it's like I wouldn't have any reason to look at the chart.
Right. I mean, you can look at the end of the day, right, and just like what other
Yeah.
setups were there, but you don't need to be looking at the chart when there's the possibility of taking another trade.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to do one trade a day then for a month and just see?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, and are you
I definitely think that might help the issue that I feel like I'm having. So
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like you're kind of sliding back into bad habits or you're close to sliding back into bad habits, if you stick to the one trade a day, you will feel like you're in control of things.
yeah,
So you
no,
might
yeah, I definitely feel like I need that.
Okay, do that then. Do like for the next month, do one trade a day and see how it goes. And you're going to
Yeah.
copy trade on your 3 accounts.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure you'll still continue to make good progress in those accounts.
Yeah, no, yeah. As long as I don't fall into the bad habits, yeah, I think it should be fine.
But now you have this new FundedNext account to trade, so
Oh yeah, true.
that's
Yeah,
exciting.
that's true.
Have you traded with them before?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, it's no. I guess the payout rules will be different from Take Profit Trader, but it's still a 25K account, end of day drawdown. So and no rebills, so you don't
Okay.
have to be like, oh, I gotta hurry up and trade this one. So ideally, you could just tag it on and copy trade it with the other ones.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Ideally, and that could be your 4th
Yeah.
funded account.
yeah, true.
Okay, good. So you're gonna do one trade a day for 1 month.
For one month.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I will keep an eye on it and see how you're doing, and then you can always call in and let us know how it goes, because I'm sure there's probably other people who have considered doing it.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I have considered it. I don't know, like a month or two ago,
Yeah.
or a couple months ago,
And you didn't
and I
do
did
it?
try it. Well, I did try it for a little bit, but it was hard, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like, but I'm at the point where it's like I need this because I don't want to repeat the same bad things that I've already experienced, you know.
Yeah. Okay, try it for a month. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah.
And also
sounds
keep
good.
me updated on your FundedNext account.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely will. Thank you.
I have big hopes for this account.
Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, and tell your girlfriend like you're not losing money trading. So just leave it at that. Be like, and just let her know it does.
Yeah.
Even though it's not coming, like even though she's not trying to pressure you, just like let her know it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Like having
I'll let her know.
any kind of like money pressure on it is just like not a good idea.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely not.
Okay, awesome. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, we've got one more caller and then we'll do the last draw. Okay, so we've got Jordan. Jordan, I can hear myself in the background.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely not.
Okay, awesome. All right, we'll talk to you later. Oh, Jordan, you gotta turn YouTube off. Okay, we've got one more.
Hello?
Hello. Let me just get your volume turned up here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. What's going on?
Nothing much. Son. I apologize, guys. Nothing much. Just another unprofitable day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? Oh. I can't hear him now. Hello? Jordan? Uh-oh. I think I lost him. Oh.
Are you there?
Yeah, you're back. Sorry. Was that...
Yeah, I apologize. This is, I guess, the wrong timing for me to join. So.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, what happened today?
Took a few different trades, and I ended up I'm down to pretty much lost $600. Okay. It's like I was up like 120, and I should have just took my profits right there.
Yep.
But instead I sat on it and let it wait, and I didn't have a stop loss set, and it went down slowly but surely keeps going down, and I just hesitate on when to sell because I have a feeling that it's going to go back up, but okay. It just never went back up.
Are you in a prop account or personal account?
Prop, 50K okay. Funded.
Okay, well, that's good. You didn't lose $600 of your actual money.
True, yeah.
Okay, so do you not have a stop on your trades? Like, do you enter with a stop and a target?
No, yeah, I usually do enter with a stop and a take profit, but it was just kind of a in the moment thing. I didn't.
Would you say that's like your biggest recurring problem?
Yeah, because I always I have a habit of always moving my stop loss, because I'll look at the previous levels and think, okay, it's just gonna hit that level and then bounce right off it and take off, but that never happens. Okay. It always just keeps on dropping.
Does it ever work out well for you when you move your stop?
No, it hasn't really.
Okay, so you really need to leave your stop where it is then.
Yeah.
How many trades do you usually take? How many trades should you take in a day?
2 or 3.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm just working with a small account, just a 50K funded, trying to get my first payout.
Okay. I feel like that's stressful, right? Like having that first payout kind of looming.
Yeah, well, really trying to pass my first eval.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been trading?
This is my third. I started with options. George, I started with options a year ago, and I lost quite a bit of money there. And then I recently started trading futures when I got into this trading group online.
Okay.
And I've been learning more.
Are you following are you in like a signals group?
No, it's not really a signals group, but yeah, I could copy trade because I'm in the on the charts with them live,
Okay. So are you
and there's no reason.
sorry, are you following their trades?
No, I haven't. I haven't
Okay.
been.
Okay, so you're taking your own trades then.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you fairly confident in your strategy?
No.
No. Okay,
I don't really know. I don't think I have a strategy really.
okay. So that's the first thing then.
Yeah.
You need to. How long have you been trading futures? Sorry?
7 months.
Okay. Kids. I would say stop even trading evals and work on the strategy. Like, stop spending money on
Yeah.
trading until you have the strategy sorted out. Because if you don't have a strategy, then it is going to be just like what you're describing, where it's like, I moved my stop because I think it's going to go up. Whereas it's like, if you have a strategy, then that tells you this is where my stop goes. And that's it. That's your trade.
Exactly.
So,
There's rules to follow.
Yeah, I think you need to figure out your rules, figure out your strategy, maybe take some time off on sim, like the time that you would be spending right now trading, spend that time backtesting and on sim and on deciding on the actual strategy. And then trade, I would say stay on sim. If you want to be in an eval, trade like 1 micro, minimum size, and see if you can do 20 trades in a row just of that strategy without any other stuff thrown in.
Okay, exactly. Yeah, 20. Get some. Get a pattern going using the same strategy.
Yes, find the strategy, backtest the strategy, and then go and see if you can actually implement it for 20 trades and see what happens. And don't be spending a bunch of money to do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, luckily, with the futures trading, I haven't really spent any money because I've just. This is my third account that this is my third eval that I'm trying, but the first 2 I won as well. So this is the third one.
Trade small on them. If you're going to be in an evals, trade small, because if you don't have the strategy yet, then it's like you're almost worse off right now if you pass and get a payout without a strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it's like you don't know what you did to get it. And then you're just going to end up chasing that and not really knowing what to do. So work on the strategy, do the back testing, and then do 20 trades following just the strategy and see what happens.
Most definitely.
Okay.
I will definitely do that.
All right, do that and then get back to me when you've done the 20 trades and let me know what happened, okay?
Will do.
Okay. We'll talk to you later.
Cool. Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Okay, we're going to take one more call here. We've got Brian waiting, so I'm going to talk to Brian. And then we're going to do the last draw. The last futures. I can't talk anymore. FundedNext 25K legacy account giveaway. Hey, Brian, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I'm just going to turn your volume up.
Yeah, sorry, my mic's a little low.
That's okay. It's fine now. Chat, if anybody's too quiet, just let me know and I can sort of adjust their stuff. Are you on a phone or a computer?
Yeah, I'm on my computer and I have like my headphones in.
Okay.
It's like my
I'm going to leave it. I think it's good. I'm not going to mess with it. Okay, what is going on in your trading? What's your biggest problem right now?
My biggest problem, I've gone through a lot. I've gone through every, I'd say, mental block possible.
Okay.
But I honed down a lot of things. Right now, it's really just, hesitation when actually entering the trade. But, just, hesitation. I would see a perfect setup, and then I'd, wait too long, and then the move is already happening, and I'm like, okay, well, I just waited for more confirmation, so now I can't even really take this trade.
Yeah.
And if I do, then it goes wrong.
Or
Um,
your stop is too big now.
yeah, exactly. Um, but I have really like, because I've been trading for since I started at 18.
Okay.
I'm 20 now, and it was very like on and off.
Okay.
It'd be like a couple months I trade, a couple months I don't. So I've never like 2 years now I haven't even passed an eval,
That's
and I
not
don't
a
really
big deal.
care. Yeah, I don't really care that much. I think it's fine because right now I'm really like locked in on discipline.
Good.
This last year I've been very locked in. Like this last year has been my best year for sure. Like I've been consistent. I've found a real strategy. I trade it every day.
Good.
And discipline is just my focus now because it's definitely my setback.
So where do you typically go off course? Like, what's your discipline problem?
So I just like don't click the enter.
It's
Like,
the
I'll
hesitation.
just,
It's
like,
just the hesitation?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
just freeze. I have a system where I set up to block out all the other problems like revenge trading and FOMOing and like over trading. I only take one a day, so
Good. Okay.
Yeah.
I've had the same issue. I was talking to somebody else today about it where it's like it became a huge problem for me in January and February, and it's just like totally messed up my trading. It's super frustrating. What are you trading? Are you NASDAQ, ES?
yeah. So I used to trade NAS and gold, but I've
Okay.
realized the way gold moves is kind of like I liked it before, but now for my trading, it's really not. It's just like it doesn't come around often. So I only trade NASDAQ now because I
Okay.
trade supply and demand.
Okay. What
And
size accounts are you trading? Sorry.
So I'm 25K,
Okay. So
and I was risking like 250, but that was like a lot. I feel like.
yeah, that could be a little bit high. What's your position size like on those trades? Like 1 micro,
I'm
2
not even-
micros?
It's typically just two.
Okay. If you're hesitating, I would say the first thing would be to size down to 1 micro, as much as nobody wants to trade 1 micro.
Yeah.
Size down, and then what did I talk to somebody about this today? Right. Okay, so what I did was, how many setups do you usually get in a day?
So I lock myself out at one, but
Okay.
some days it'll be none, or some days it'll be like 2 A+ setups.
Okay, so you're getting a maximum of 2 setups. So do you ever, like, if you hesitate and you miss the setup, then do you take something off plan? Or do you just not take a trade that day?
Well, this past week my goal has been to cut out the hesitation. So right now, no. Since Monday, I've done really well. Before that, if I hesitated and I saw that it moved, I'm like, okay, I'll either like find a reason for why it's still gonna work, or I'll just like end up somehow making I'll throw the setup in the trash. Like I ended up like taking a setup that wasn't even like my setup, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it in my head it looked like it made sense, but then after the trade's done, it's like, okay, well, this wasn't even really
Right. Okay.
like my plan.
So this week you've been good on not hesitating and just taking the trades.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
funny because yesterday I executed. Well, I did size down, I guess. Just this week only, I went to 150 because I'm like, you know what? It's better to just take a step back
Yeah.
because like bigger size is gonna make me blow the account faster. So why even? So I did step back. So yesterday I lost. I don't really care about losses. Like I accept them very fast.
Good.
Like if I'm lose, I'm like whatever. Today I had a perfect setup, and then it wasn't really my fault. Like I was actually not hesitating. I was gonna enter, and then my cat jumped on my keyboard, and he like messed up the whole. Like it entered way too early, and I was like, bruh. But I didn't FOMO and I didn't revenge trade. I just like I took it as it is. But I really just kind of I don't really talk to anybody about my trading, so I guess I wanted like an outside view on just like that aspect because that's my biggest issue. Just like
On the
seeing the
hesitating,
setup. Yeah,
I think it's just
like
fear,
seeing the
right?
setup. It really is. I'm not like I don't care about the money per se, but I definitely like I guess like I'm competitive by nature, so I definitely like don't like losing.
Yeah. And you want to be right.
Yeah, and I want to be right. And then when I'm not right, I'm like, bro, like I accept the losses, but then it's like I think I was looking at it too short term. Now I'm starting to look at it more long term, so it's better, but
Yeah, it definitely is a long-term thing. Are you watching other traders at all, or like, are you comparing yourself to other traders? Because I know that's could be a big problem.
yeah, no, I do hear a lot of people on like this channel talk about how they like watch other people. I did that maybe like like a year and a half ago,
Okay.
but like I just don't like doing that.
Good.
That's very like bad.
Yeah, it just sets up
yeah.
for comparison, which isn't helpful. Okay, so it's really just the hesitating then.
Yeah, right now that's really all it is. I just like
What happens? Because like for me, if I hesitate and I miss the first trade, and I watch it win without me, then I'm definitely not in like my ideal state at that point. I'm usually pretty pissed off. What happens when you miss the first one, or you choose to sit out of the first one?
if I miss the first one, I just choose to sit out. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
well, I missed it by my fault, so it's like, why would I want to
Is it like
force it?
is it like you'll sit out for the rest of the day, or are you like that's it, the session's done?
No, I'll definitely like continue watching the charts because I cut off my trading at 12. Like
Okay.
at 12, I'm done.
Yep.
But I'll definitely keep watching for the next. And I've realized recently my setups are best at like between like 9:30 and like maybe 10:30.
Yeah.
But I'll watch till 12. Nothing's at 12, then I'm done.
You could try, and this is like what we agreed on. Somebody else who was going through this is you could have like a punishment for yourself on not taking the trades. His punishment that he decided on is that if he hesitates and he doesn't take his setup when it's there, he has to sit out the next trading day. So he has to not trade for the whole day the next session.
Damn. I have heard of that, but I've never tried that.
So you could try that. For me, it was just like I just made it like my priority is just taking the trade. And if the trade is not perfect, then that's okay. It's better to have like seen the setup and just taken it. Because it did get to a point where like it was the hesitation for me was like, and not taking my first trade was like every single day. It was crazy. And it went on for 2 months.
That used to be me as well. It used to be every day I'd hesitate. Now it's that I've found, but that's also just because I didn't really have like a real strategy. Now that I have like a full blown plan, I just, because I've backtested and I know my strategy works very well.
Yeah.
Also my entry, like my target or my window to entry is also very small. So I think that's another thing, but I'm definitely getting better at just accepting, because I enter off 1 minute candles off like 5 minute supply zones. So it's like right when there's a rejection, I'll enter.
Okay,
And
so you
at
just
first
have to
that
be
definitely
quick,
messed me up.
right? Like
Yeah, you have to be a little fast.
Yeah. Okay,
So I think that was another thing.
I think look at making a consequence for yourself if you don't take the trades. Like if you hesitate, you need to find some sort of consequence for it. Or else just really like you go in and your checklist for the day is like, did I take my setup when I saw it? And that's it. Like that's just your main objective on the session, which it will be anyways, right? Like that's always going to be your objective.
Yeah.
It's like I see the setup, I take the setup. Because now you've got the strategy, you know what you're looking for. Now it's just click the button. And you could have like you could try like affirmations. Like for me, it was literally like just take the fucking trade, and I like that's what I had to be saying to myself constantly. Like just take the fucking trade. Like
just take it.
Stop this. Like it's out of control. There's nothing to actually be afraid of. Like you're just trading an evaluation account. Like this is not a big deal. I wasn't risking crazy, so it sounds like you're not risking too much. You're in an evaluation, like it's not life or death, it's not a big deal, like just take the trade.
Yeah.
So you can try some affirmations, consequences, but just prioritize.
Another thing is people, well, I hear a lot on this channel as well. P&L is like, people focus really hard on P&L. And that was me. I'd open my because like I trade on Lucid, so I'd open like my Lucid and I'd be like, oh, like I'm down this much today. Oh, I was down this much yesterday as well. that alone, I feel like just instantly already made it better for me to not
Yeah.
hesitate as much, because I never realized it until you actually said it in a video, and I didn't realize it till then that staring at P&L is so bad. And then I stopped and I was like, wow, this, like, I feel free.
Yeah,
Like, it
ideally,
feels,
you're just focused on your process and your setup, and it's like it's there
yeah,
or it's not. If it's there, you take it. That's it. Like it needs to be that simple. But of course, we make it much more complex.
yeah. It should just
So,
be, oh, just take the trade. I
yeah.
should just, like, another thing I heard people do, is it fun? So I think another reason I miss it if I take too long before entering is because I'll set, like, I have to have the market order, and then I'll set the stop loss, and then I have to set the take profit. I heard someone say that it's better to just set stop loss entry and then later set the take profit after you're already in the trade. Like, like,
I
right
because
after
like
you enter.
so I trade the 1 minute chart too, and I need to be like quick on it. So I just have it set as bracket orders with like a set. The stop is at 30, the target's at 30. I enter on stops though, so the trade gets triggered. As soon as it gets triggered, then first I move my stop, then I move my target. So it's like you can do it pretty quickly.
Okay.
So what platform are you trading on?
Trading view.
Okay. I've never traded on TradingView, but I'm certain you can set bracket orders and just have it automatically and then quickly move them. Like it's.
Yeah, I think another thing I realized is that TradingView's charts they're not delayed, but if you trade on Tradeovate, they're very, like, instant.
Yeah, there's a difference for sure.
TradingView, yeah, TradingView is like, it'll show it, but like have like a quarter of a second later, and it's a little. If you focus on that, it's a little jarring, but I can't trade on any other platform. They're all like a little too, like, I don't know. I feel like, because my uncle trades, and he trades, I think, on Schwab or like MetaTrader, and I've never asked him about trading. I did. That's another thing I wanted to ask. Is it like, he's a very like laid back guy, so if I ask him about like assistance, is that like, how do I explain this?
You just want to ask him for help on your trading, like a mentor? I don't.
I just don't want to like pry. I just don't want to like pry because he's a very laid back guy.
I don't think it's prying. I think most people who trade don't know other people who trade. So if somebody asked them about it, they'd be happy to talk about it. I'm sure he'd be happy to help you with it.
Okay. Yeah, I've been dwelling on that for like 2 months.
Oh, I'd ask him for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
all
just
right,
be like,
great.
I've been trading for this long, and like just. Yeah, have some questions for him, and I'm sure he'll be happy to answer them.
All right.
And if he can help you out, I'm sure he'll help you out.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're going to stop hesitating. Look at consequences for yourself, though, if you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it keeps going. But
yeah. I feel like by the end of maybe this week, maybe next week, if it's still like the same, I'm going to definitely do like, oh, you can't trade the next day or something like that.
Okay. That's good. Give yourself till next week.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Good. Okay. Let me know how it goes. Call back in like a month or two and let me know how you're doing.
Okay. All right. Great.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, guys, we're going to do one more giveaway. Hey, Tash Spice, sorry about the F-bombs. He said something, oh, you and your channel are truly fab, except for the F-bombs. Tash Spice, I'm sorry, but that was literally the thing that I had to say to myself over and over when I was hesitating to take the trade was like, just take the effing trade. I think I needed the swearing to be like a little bit harder on myself so that I would take the trade, because it really was, I don't know why it happened. It was out of control. Yeah, and it's frustrating because like my problem before, I would have thought like I traded, like I was impulsive and I was jumping into everything before. And then I get disciplined, and then I get to a point where it's like, now I can't take a trade. Like I'm being, it was crazy. It was frustrating. And I think it can be like just as damaging to your trading as being too impulsive. Okay. Oh, Neil won the last draw. Okay. Congrats, Neil. Neil, I have your email in there, so I'll email you with the code for FundedNext probably tomorrow, because the FundedNext people are not in the same time zone as me, so I'm pretty sure it's like the middle of the night for them. So I will email you your code. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop reading. It's all good. Yeah. Yeah, guys, sorry about the swearing. It really is what I had to tell myself. Okay, we're gonna do one more draw. If anybody's not in the draw, then the link is above. Get your name on the wheel. If we have a repeat winner, we're gonna spin again, so we're not gonna have two in a row. Eric, I've been doing limit orders to counteract my hesitation. Yeah, that could work too. It doesn't work with my strategy. It kind of has to be like stop orders because I'm waiting for price to cross. Like if I was, I can't click on there. That's not the actual chart. So this would have been a setup for me here. Like this pullback to the 9 EMA and it crossed my level and rejected. So I would get in on a stop just below this candle, and then my stop loss would be just above, and my target would be 1.5 or 2 to 1, depending on levels below. So on this one with this level so far below, it would have been 2 to 1. But yeah, I have to enter on stops, occasionally market order if I've like kind of hesitated a little bit too much on getting the stop in. Then, okay, sorry, lost track of my thought. Okay, last giveaway, and then we are going to close up the stream today. Okay. Oh, we got lots of names on here. Okay, ready? Can you guys hear the little sound it makes? I can hear the sound. It sounds like Sonia. Sonia? Is that Sonia from... Hey, Well By Digitals. Hello, first time here. Hey, okay. Oh, we just did the draw. But Tyler made me this nice giveaway wheel, so I think we'll be doing more draws. Repeat winners are not allowed, but it's Sonia. It's either Sonia or Sonia. If it's... okay. Great, and you guys can hear the sound. Good. Okay, we have our 3 winners. Actually... Never mind, Neil, don't panic. I might have not clicked the right button, but I think I did, so I think it's fine. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Okay, so those, again, the giveaways were for FundedNext 25K Legacy. Okay, click it again. Do you want to see who would have won? This is not for an account. We're just going to see who would have won the next one. Okay, Sonia was our last winner today. Who would have won? Who was 1 away from winning? Maybe this is like a bad game to play. Eric would have been the winner. I'm going to stop because now Eric's going to be pissed off if he sees this. But yeah, I like doing the giveaways in the live stream, and I like my little wheel, so we'll definitely do that. I don't know if I'll be doing more giveaways with FundedNext, but I can talk to the other prop firms and see if they'll do some giveaways as well. Can you quickly go over one more strategy you use? Okay, I'll just quickly say those were 25K legacy accounts with FundedNext, so that's end of day drawdown, no monthly rebill, and no activation fee. So, and I think if you're gonna buy them, I think right now they have them, it's like $70 with FundedNext where you can get an account that's end of day drawdown, no activation fee. So they've got some good stuff over there. I haven't traded with them yet, but I am going to try them out for sure. Uh-oh, we have someone waiting. Okay, we're going to take one more call, and then I'm going to... oh, Peter's gone now. Okay, we don't have someone waiting. Okay, what did... Break a DLC. I like this wheel thing. It was actually the FundedNext guy. It was his idea, and Tyler read my emails and then went and just like made it for me and was like, I have this wheel for you. And I was like, oh, amazing. Less tech stuff for me to look at. Okay. Rob Miller, can you quickly go over one more strategy you use? Okay, so I didn't trade today, but sorry, I'll move this over. I know the chart's not... okay, I can't move that over. And I can't close it because I don't think I'll be able to figure it out again. Sorry. Okay, so I look at, so I'm on the 1 minute chart on the NASDAQ. These are the fire lines. They are a paid indicator. A guy named Rob made them. They're based on volatility. I really like them. I've been using them for a few months now. I love trades off of this blue one, this IP inflection point, he calls it. So this would have been my ideal trade today. I didn't trade today because I don't trade FOMC days, just because it's just better to not leave that open-ended for myself, the possibility of trading it. Okay, so this would have been my setup today. I look at the opening 1 minute range. I really like it when the opening 1 minute range is close to one of these fire lines, and then I'm looking for either a break and retest or else a rejection. If price is below this blue line, then I'm going to have a short bias. If it's above, then I'm more looking for longs. But I really like the trades off of this blue line. So this would have been like my typical trade that I'm looking for. I do trade very close to the New York Open. I know some people don't like that, but that's how I trade, and I find those are one of my best trades set up. So 1 minute chart came up here, it rejected the line, and I would be getting in on a stop. So a stop sell just under this green candle here that rejected. Stop would be here, and then 2-to-1 target. At least 2-to-1 target. If there's another level, if it's coming into another level, then I might just go for like a 1.5 target if the level's blocking. I mean, the smarter thing to probably do with the levels would be to target the next one, but I just think I'm not there on like a 220 point target. Also, I have an intraday trailing drawdown, so yeah, I'm not getting crazy. Not getting crazy with that. So that's basically the strategy. And then I also look for reversals off of these fire lines as well. But when I'm looking for the reversals, I don't want just, there's no really good setups for the reversals today for me. I don't want, like, when it's in my favor, like when it's below that line and I'm looking for a short, then I'm fine with just one signal candle and then I get in. If I'm looking for a long, so if I was looking for a long off this level, which would have worked getting in on the signal candle, but if I'm doing that, I want two, so I kind of want like a double bottom here, or I want like a specific different pattern that didn't show up today. And I wasn't trading or watching it. Okay, now I don't know what's going on with my chart. Okay, we don't have any callers, so Brooklyn Boy, I missed some good shorts today. I am aware that I missed some good trades, but I don't trade FOMC. And I traded scared. I traded like a total idiot yesterday. I had an amazing short, very similar to this one, set up early on in the session, and I'm on the 1 minute chart here. So I had a really good setup, like in the first couple minutes of the New York session yesterday, maybe 5 minutes in again. Same thing, like it broke the 1 minute range, and then it rejected the fire line, and I got the retest of the 1 minute range in a signal candle, but the candle was 80 points, and I was just like, I don't want an 80 point stop. So I didn't take it, and then, obviously it won. And then I had another really nice one set up. I took it, and I don't know, I think not taking the first one got in my head, and then I just panicked, and I took a 2 point loss on it when it, like the trade took maybe 4 points, like it maybe went 4 points against the trade. So I really bailed for no reason. I took a 2 point loss. I waited, I took another setup. I bailed early again. The trade won. And then I did that a third time. And then I was just like, okay, I'm trading like an idiot. I'm too scared. I just need to be done for the day. So I made $100, which was annoying. My funded account's up about $400 right now. So I'm happy with that, but I need to trade it better. I need to do what I tell other people to do, which is just trade a bit smaller and then wait for my setup. When I see my setup, just put it on, set my stop, set my target, and walk away and be done with it. So that's what the plan is for the funded account. The divergent will give you the reversal after those fire lines. If I have more time to dissect your chart, I can show you. Okay, well, maybe next time. Maybe one day we'll do something where we figure out a way to like go over charts more, because yeah, that would be interesting. But I am very happy with my strategy around the fire lines now. It took me a while to get used to them, but like when I first put because Rob contacted me, and then I kind of was like, yeah, whatever, I'll try them. And it was really just because he was another Canadian that I was like, okay, this Canadian's asking me to try his indicator, so I'm going to try it. And then my trading I think it just like reached a real low point. And then I was like, okay, Rob, I'll check out these fire lines. And then I put them on my chart and I was watching them and I was like, okay, these levels are actually good and I can build a system around them. But it took me a while to build a system around them. So it takes time, and luckily I didn't like do anything crazy or blow up a bunch of accounts while I was building the system. Okay, so I've been on here for a while. I'm going to get off of here, Vin. That would be awesome if we could do... maybe we won't do it on the Wednesday. Maybe we'll do a different day where we do something like more strategy focused, and maybe... I don't know. We'll figure something out for that and let people like upload their charts or something. I'm not sure. Okay, Chris, we'll have time for this. I can touch on that feeling of wanting more if you have time, but maybe next week if you're out of time. Chris, do you want to call in and talk about it? NQ Contract Killer, they're called fire lines. It's a paid indicator. They're based on volatility. Sorry, Rob, if you're watching this, I should know more. Different Rob, not Rob Miller. Chris, if you want to call in, you can call in, or you can call in next week. Like, there's never any. I do the calls every Wednesday, so I'm gonna move it to Power Hour from now on. I was doing it at 2 p.m. Eastern, so now I'm gonna move it to 3 p.m. Eastern for Power Hour, just because I think it's probably better for you guys, and it's easier for me with my son. Okay, I'm going to take Chris's call here quick. Hey, Chris, it looks like you are muted. So just take yourself off mute. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, how's it going?
Going really well. Thank you.
Good. I think your audio's good. Anybody, if Chris is too quiet? Yeah, buy well, only Wednesdays. Okay. Sorry, Chris. What's going on? You were going to talk about, like, giving back the wins, right? Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah, you mentioned how you were kind of looking at touching on that topic today a little bit, and it's definitely something that I've struggled with myself quite a bit, and I feel like I can at least share some of my experience with it.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, I've been trading for several years now. Like most people, I traded options initially, and then with prop firm stuff, I switched to futures, and I trade with Top Step mostly. I feel like for myself, some of me trading for wanting more comes from I could definitely do with the money. It would help. So some of that is wanting more because of finances a little bit. Some of me wanting more, I feel like, also comes from just how long I've been doing it, and I feel like I'm just kind of like over. In a way, I'm over like still trying to do it, because I have found some success here and there. I've passed far too many funded accounts and blown them up, but I have had several payouts, and typically not long after a payout, I end up blowing up that account. So, and some of it comes with, I feel like I said, trying to push it too quick.
Okay.
And want it now rather than later.
Have you found a way to stop it? Like, have you found a solution for it, or?
Still in process, but I know, like, recently I was kind of like thinking more into it, because I've done it again recently, of just where I was up a decent amount of money, and then just because, for no real reason other than I just wanted to trade.
Yeah.
Like I was up $2,500 in a funded account, and yet it wasn't enough. And it wasn't even the money thing. It wasn't enough, because obviously that's a good amount of money.
Point. Yeah, it can't be the money at $2,500.
Exactly. And so that's like, for me, it's not even a money thing. It's more so of just, I recognize that I just want to be in the market. I just want to trade just to trade is what it seems like. And I'm like, why am I trading just to trade when the whole reason I'm doing this and I'm trading in the first place is because I enjoy it, but I also like, eventually I would love to just quit my job and just trade for a living, for the freedom of it and knowing the potential that's in it. And so it's yeah, it's definitely like an internal struggle thing of me just trying to search to just be involved. And so I was thinking, I do have a practice account with Top Steps that I play with, and kind of the fun thing with that is that I know it's not real, so like I trade way more size than I ever would,
Right.
and then seeing that money that I make from that, it starts as a 150K practice account, and it's right now it's sitting at like 420,000. It's like, yeah, it's not real, but it feels cool. It's like, yeah, like look at that. It does happen. It does work. I do trade somewhat irresponsibly from time to time in that practice account, but more often than not, it does work out, and it feels good even though it's not real. So I feel like I'm kind of going to lean more on that a little bit of like, when my account is up a reasonable amount that's realistic. Like, I mean, when I started trading, I started with that idea of like $50 a day would be awesome. Even $100 a day. I mean, that's good money overall. I mean, there's 250 trading days in a year, and so $100 a day is average.
Yeah.
Isn't hard to make in the market overall. And it's a very small amount, but it adds up, and that's a vacation for me and my family for the year, even after taxes.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is ultimately like what I envision trading working up to, is like at least want it to pay for vacations for me and the family, and then eventually one day build up to where I can just do that for a living.
Okay, so your solution is to move to a practice or a sim account and just kind of like take the trades. I think for a lot of people though, they can't stop it there. Like, I know I did that before I was on Top Step for a while, and I would switch to the practice account, but then I would want to go back into the real account. So it could work. But for some people they just have to stop for the day and like be away from the market.
Yeah, the only option for me when I go that route would be literally to lock myself out. One thing I love about Top Step that I don't lean on enough is all the tools that they have available to lock out and to fully lock out. Like I do have trades that it closes out when I hit a daily loss limit, but I only have it set to liquidate rather than fully like liquidate and lock me out. And now they have the options too, so you can't even change the settings. But I struggle to commit myself to actually doing that because I want to trade more. And so it's like the only way that it's going to work for me. And my biggest problem is me, nothing to do with really my strategy, how I trade. It's just me getting in my own way and struggling with the discipline of the commitment of just focusing on the small picture essentially. And I know in the long run it'll pan out. I just need to kind of slow myself down, focus on the small picture, and do actually lock myself out. But in the meantime, once I'm locked out, I feel I do get some feeling of some dopamine feeling to some extent when I do trade that practice account. So I feel like, to me, that's not necessarily the only answer, but I feel like it'll help.
No, for sure. Have you tried a max profit target that locks you out?
Again, I don't set a max profit target just because it's another reason. Another thing I should just set the max profit target so my expectations aren't too high. But there are the days that I feel like I'm seeing the market really well and my strategy is working well. And so I feel like, well, if I set a max profit target to close me out, then I'm not maximizing when I am in tune with the market on the day.
There is that too. I guess just track it and see how it goes with switching to the practice account. It might just be a really good solution for you, and it might work.
Yeah. I feel like it's just an emotional checklist or check of like, okay, how emotionally do I feel? Do I still feel satisfied, or am I searching for more still? And why? Why am I searching for more? Like, I don't think there's not. really an answer, I feel like, to that of why it's searching for more. It's a tough one for sure.
I think like what you said about having traded for a long time, like I think that we can start to feel like I've been at this for a long time. I should be farther ahead. I should be making more. And then, now $500 doesn't feel like enough, or $2,500, or however much it is, just doesn't feel like where you should be. So I guess that could be like more of an ego thing.
Yeah, and like I mean the $2,500, like that was just real. That was just stupidity, and it was really just like, oh, I'll just take another trade. It wasn't even necessarily I was taking another trade. I feel like to get more money, I was just taking another trade, and that was multiple trades that I had taken, and most of those trades were right. And what I do find myself tending to struggle with a little bit is accepting when I'm wrong, and walking away after I'm wrong.
Yes.
And so it's essentially I did start setting like a trailing profit target, essentially. So it's like once I'm down $500 from my max profit on the day, it auto liquidates.
Good.
That way I don't give back too much. That is a tool that I like that TopStep has, that at least I'm not trying not to give back too much.
Yeah.
And what I really got to work on for myself is really just not going back and changing settings, just so I can trade again.
Yeah, no,
it's just too easy.
I've seen it where people are up like, and I use this poor guy's example all the time, where it was like he was up $4,000 on the day, so he's up $1,000 across 4 funded accounts. So it's $4,000 of real money that he's up, and he went back in and ended up blowing all 4 accounts in the same day. So it's like it's hard once you're up to give some of it back and then accept that you made a mistake, or that or you just your trade lost, whatever, but then shut it down.
Yeah, I've been in that same situation as that, where I've been up a decent amount of money and then gone and given it back. And that's I did comment in the chat too about the anger thing. I'm an extremely calm and mellow person. Like nobody really ever sees me angry. And I'm on my own usually when I'm trading. I trade from my phone most of the time. Because I'm out and about and working, so nobody sees me when I get mad because I did something stupid, and I'm mad at myself. I'm not mad at the market didn't work and didn't listen to me when I was telling it should do something. I'm mad simply because I didn't stick to the rules that I know.
Yeah.
And anytime I talk to anybody about trading and try and give them advice or try and encourage them to trade, it's like, it's just do as I say, not as I do. Like I know the things I need to do.
Yeah.
I know where I should be and what I should be doing in order to make myself successful. Now it just comes down to me sticking with it and trying to figuring out what it is that is stopping me from becoming successful and getting out of my own way, really. And I think it's just kind of I gotta kind of go back to baby steps to some extent, and just commit to that process of like, for a month, like when you say lock out after one trade in a day, and it's like, yes, I want to do that in the sense I know that it'll help me be better. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't, because I like trading.
And in the moment, you're really going to hate it.
Yes, but I do, in the other sense, I do want to do it because I know that it is what I need in order for me to find some success and break just the routine and the habit that I've created for myself of over trading to some extent. And it's like it's committing to that for that reason. Do I really want to do it? No. But do I want to be successful at it? Yes. And so that really needs to come first over my desire to just simply trade. It's like, no, I'm doing it for a real reason, and I got to look at the bigger picture, I guess. And I don't feel like I don't do that enough. I don't trade with enough intention. Each time I'm in front of the market, I don't trade with enough intention on what the purpose of that session is. And my intention in the sense of looking at my family time and the vacations and stuff, like that needs to be my intention more so than just trading to trade and trading to make money. It's like, no, I'm trading to build the discipline to be a successful trader.
Yeah,
and that's what I really need to hone in on more so.
Maybe we talked about this a while ago, like in the Discord group, where it's like someone was like, I think I'm just like an adrenaline junkie and I like the adrenaline from the trading. And we were like, yeah, you kind of need to find some other form of excitement or adrenaline that isn't trading to like get some of that out. So
Yeah, I've raced motorcycles for a good portion of my life. So
yeah,
I
so
did. I raced professionally for a little while, so that I do like adrenaline.
okay. I
So
wonder.
that is an aspect, but that could be a part of what you do get, like a little bit of heart racing and stuff, obviously with trades from time to time.
Yep, for sure.
So I do have outlets of adrenaline that I do use, but I don't feel there's the connection necessarily there, that I'm looking for that. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't even really necessarily matter. I feel like what I'm searching for and why exactly I'm over trading. It's more so of just getting it, rather than trying to understand the why and make it make sense. I just need to commit to what I know is the problem. It's not always going to make sense, and it's going to take me longer to figure out the answer why it doesn't make sense. It's going to take me a lot longer to figure out that answer than it would for me to just commit to what I know I should be doing and being more intentional.
Yeah, commit to it. I want to know I want to figure out the why. Like for me, I'm like I want to know why I'm doing this. Like, and like some people, I don't know, someone said in the chat like self-sabotage, which I'm kind of like, I don't know on that. Like it's maybe, and then like someone in the comments recently was like, oh, if they don't know, then it's the shadow and they have to do shadow work. And I'm kind of like, I don't want to go that far into it. But it's like, I would like to know why. Because it's like, when you know it's not the money, then it's like, well, what is it? It's the money. Then my thing for me, I always ask myself now when I'm trading, like if I want to take another trade, I'm like, is this just the addiction part of it? Like, do you just want a dopamine hit right now? Like, you just want the excitement of another trade. And if I stop and ask myself that, then I have to be like, yeah, that's what it is. And then shut it down.
Yeah, I'm very much the same of like, I want to know why. Like I do HVAC service for a living, and so my job is to figure out why things fail and what's wrong. And so my brain works that way anyway, that I need to understand why. There's a reason why it's doing what it's doing. Yeah. And once I understand why it's doing what it's doing, then I can then fix the problem. And so I do understand that, and that's the way that my brain works most of the time, and why I try and figure out what it is exactly, try and understand myself. But it's not the easiest thing to do. And I mean, I've listened to so many different trading videos and different trading groups and stuff, and it has nothing to do really. It's like I said, it's nothing that I don't really already know what I should be doing. Not fully understanding why I do what I do is maybe what's holding me back to some extent, that I kind of just need to let go of. I need to not try and be in control of that and that understanding, and just be okay with, yes, I don't understand this, but it is best for me to move forward to do these other things. Yeah. I think that's kind of where I'm at, and I just need to accept it.
Yeah, just having the rules in place, whether it's lockouts or whatever. Like, I didn't want to do one trade a day. I fought it for months, because like after every trading session I would have a lengthy breakdown with the AI on like, this is what I did in my trading, this is what happened here, and like break everything down. And it kept coming back to like, well, it seems like you need to stop after the first trade. And I was like, well, maybe 3 trades. And I try 3 trades and that wouldn't work. And it's like, well, maybe 2 trades. And then finally I had to just be like, I have to go to 1 trade. Like, that's it. So.
Yeah. And I think that's essentially where I'm at. And one that'll help me with my patience and not over trading, and really set that as like the lockout of like, lock me out, and then I can't come back to it, and get used to not liking that feeling. But it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to like it that I'm done for the day after 1 trade, but it'll help me to just to move on with my day, rather than looking at the charts all day long and trying to find a reason to get in.
Exactly. And that's what it does become, that where you're trying to find a reason to get in when you don't need to get in. You've already made money, like you've already traded your plan. It's like there's no need to be there. So okay, well, try it out and then get back to me and let me know what's happened.
Yeah, for sure. I will do. I appreciate all the videos that you make. I mean, it definitely serves a good purpose to everybody. I mean, it's you're real with the info that you share, and I think that's what's seen and appreciated. That it's the real experience, and So yeah, thank you again for all of it.
All right. Well, good luck, and let me know what happens.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, I am gonna get off of here now because it's like 5 o'clock my time. Someone in here though did say, okay, Foothill Futures. You said something. Somebody said that they got the 2-week free trial on the fire lines and then they didn't actually look at it. Just email Rob and tell him, be like, hey, I didn't actually get a chance to look at this. Could you extend my free trial for another 2 weeks? And I'm sure he'll do it. So just, yeah, email him and ask if you do want to look at them. If you have a strategy and you like it, then, you know, don't bother. But if you feel like it's kind of missing something and you want some levels, then I would say take a look at it and see if it fits kind of your trading style. Okay, I don't know. I just got my first prop account last week. How long until I can expect to end up on this show? Probably like a month. No, I don't know. It depends. Did you just get your first prop account or did you just start trading? Because, you know, like some of us, like I traded for 6 months in a personal account before prop trading. I don't know how long you can expect. I think it's just like how long it takes you to be honest with yourself about your mistakes and then wanting to fix them. Okay, I'm going to get off of here now because it is getting pretty late and I have to make dinner. So thanks to FundedNext for the giveaways. Those were 25K legacy accounts. So end of day drawdown, no monthly rebill, and no activation fee. So if you haven't looked at FundedNext and you're looking for a new prop firm, check them out. My link is in the description and my code Rehab gets you whatever their best discount is. So thanks again to FundedNext for the giveaways. That was fun. Maybe they'll give us some more. I really like the wheel thing. No, time to hit glowbacks. Don't do it. Okay, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys back here next week. So it's every Wednesday, Power Hour. We start doing the call-ins and all that stuff. And hopefully more giveaways. Okay, we'll see you later. I don't know. I can't figure out which button to click here. Whether it's, yeah, go make dinner. Yeah, I don't want to get beat up again. You know, Brooklyn Boy, people seem to like the thumbnail of like me looking all beat up. So like maybe people who watch my videos secretly kind of hate me. Just kidding, guys. Okay, have a good night. Trade safe Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and I'll see you back here Wednesday. If you're having issues in your trading, call in, talk it through. It might help you with some accountability. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. If you're in the Discord, I will see you tomorrow. Again, I can't figure out how to end the stream.